Welcome live after NXT Roadblock on a Tuesday night. It's a live Q&A, ask me anything, anything goes stream where we can talk about anything, do anything, react to anything, and of course, we'll also talk a little bit about the NXT show as well if you want to do that. That's fine. Stephanie Vaquer, double champ. Kind of a lackluster main event there. It was like they were rushed. Things didn't look great or right for Giulia. So not sure what's up with that, but not the greatest main event. It was kind of like a whatever. For a title versus title match, it was underwhelming, I feel like. But the rest of the show was pretty solid. Pretty good show for the most part. Not as good as what I saw from the WWE main roster or from AEW last couple of days, but hey, it's good to have another show to watch. You know what I'm saying? Good to have another show to watch. What's up, everybody? All right, so some of you guys might have seen my my video I put out earlier on the members area. So we are going to transform into a members chat at some point. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was like a 25-minute video, something like that. I did the Q&A. I did some of the other stuff. I put that up. We also have another one coming with me and Luke Rojas as well. Last night, Dork Knight embarrassed himself and the entire friggin' community. I hope you guys stuck around for last night's Monday Night Raw review because last night was weird as hell. It was wild. For some reason, I just decided to stay on the air and just more people were coming on the show and we had a damn fun time last night. If you did not watch all of the Raw review last night, you have to go back and watch it. After the hour point, we started having everybody on the show. Dork Knight brought his girl on the show. That was a just friggin' nightmare for him. What a psychopath. We learned so much about Dork Knight that we didn't want to learn last night. It was unbelievable. Plus, Gargi stopped by, Jesse stopped by, and a bunch of other people stopped by. But I want to thank everybody who's a member who watched the membership stream. Or the video that I posted, and I'm going to be putting out more member content. There's also going to be some content that's going to archive into the members-only area and into the Patreon area, so I hope you guys enjoy that stuff. It's just more shit to watch, you know? There's always someone shoving stuff down your throats nowadays. Man, I remember back when there was barely any content creators. Remember that? Back when you wanted to do a radio show but you couldn't, so you uploaded to YouTube, and then and now everybody and their mother has something going on, and everybody is telling you to like and sub, and you don't even hear those words anymore. When someone says like and subscribe and comment, you know, do people even hear that? That just blows right over your head. You don't even hear it. Everybody's a creator now, but what a night, man. What did you guys think of NXT tonight? Let me know. I watched it kind of like through my side eye, and I thought most of the show was all right. I thought the main event was lackluster, though, kind of. I mean, it was... I don't know why. I just expected more in the main event. I don't know. Like, I was expecting it to get crazy or... You know, I mean, this is title versus title. Now, somebody told me that Giulia might be dealing with some kind of an injury, so that might have made her bizarre. And so maybe that's the case. And something is up with Giulia, but I don't know. I didn't get the only way to put her to sort of save Giulia in this was Stephanie Vaquer or whatever had to I believe used her finisher 3 times. And it was I don't remember what's her finisher. It's something Italian. I don't know. They kept saying her finisher and I was like getting ready to have a pasta dish. That's kind of what I kept thinking. But yeah, I don't think that was a great main event for what it was advertised to be. Kind of a letdown. I don't know anybody who would think this was that great. I mean, cool, but it wasn't. I don't think it lived up to the hype. I mean, in the chat, guys, did this live up to the hype of the main event you thought it was going to? I'm not talking about the whole show, because the rest of the show was pretty good, and it was all spiraling towards this event, and then we spiraled down the drain instead of climbing the mountain. So let me know if you saw it. While I take a bite of this food. You guys remember this clip I uploaded of Cronin? Remember when Cronin defended me against a woke idiot?
Basically what happened is, you know, you made a you kind of made a Mexican accent.
Conan's situation was crazy, but I give Conan, man, so much credit because he could have played along or whatever, buried me, and he came to my defense when this guy was rallying people. And by Conan being like, F this guy, you know, that guy was like, what?
Basically what happened is, you know, you kind of made like a Mexican accent of Rey Mysterio, and then the guy was like, oh, well, this guy's a racist. And so and I'm Latino, of course. And so Ray's
right.
my boy, and I understand that because on my podcast, I bust a lot of balls too. Fuck that dickhead. Listen, I get motherfuckers like that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's why people have asked me before, if I like Conan. And dude, 100% I love Conan because of that, but because I already liked him anyway. He was already cool and I liked him. I love listening to Conan. And he didn't even really give me shit a long time ago when we kind of made fun of him a little bit when that, unfortunately, it was awful. That wrestler passed away it was either Conan's show or a AAA show, and the guy had broken his neck and he was dead. And, Conan was at ringside with him and he was like shaking him and moving him and so then I started doing audio over it and I was like, get up, man, get the fuck up, man, get the fuck out there. These people paid for fucking money. Conan, I think he's dead, man. Shut the fuck up, I paid you. So we had some fun with that, even though it's an awful, sad, and terrible situation. Conan was funny about that too, but I can't imagine being Conan, man, finding out the guy was dead. It was really kind of an awful thing, but it is still like not knowing the wrestler, not knowing the guy. I mean, it was still like the optics of it are still funny. Like, let me tell you something, guys. If I died in the ring and then Conan was shaking me and trying to move me around and tell me to get back in the ring and shit, I mean, and that was on video, I pray to God people are laughing. Like, you know what I mean? I wish people would feel bad too. Like, God damn, man, fucking Joe, he was awesome. That's sad, bro. But that is fucking. You would have thought that was hilarious. Conan slapping him around. The guy's dead. But that was about Rey Mysterio years ago because I was making fun of Rey Mysterio because he got injured again, and I was like, they're gonna have to update the opening thing of WWE. I had surgery in my knee 5 times in my left knee, and I changed it to like, I had to have surgery 70 times in my left knee. Something like that. And this guy was on Twitter like, oh, you racist. Oh, and he was flipping out. And Conan was like, really? What the fuck did he say? And then once Conan figured out what the guy said, he was like, what the fuck? He's like, fuck you, dude. And the guy was like, no, Conan, I'm like a big fan of you, man. This guy is a scumbag. And the guy was basically like, and Conan was like, fuck you, dude. Don't ever talk to me again. And the guy had spoken with Conan here or there before. And you could tell the guy was like a big weirdo fan person. And it was like he was trying to use his clout or the clout of like just a shit on me. And Conan was like, what is this? And then he reached out to me and was like, don't worry about it. Fuck that guy. And I was like, wow, man. Some people, dude, they'd play into that. They would play into that stuff and be like, yeah, what a sicko, and then do something. But, dude, Conan was like, forget that. So I love Conan, bro. I would, and if you know me, usually I'm pretty like all in on people. Like my best friend Bobby, I met him when I was 7, or I met him when I was 9. He was 7. My wife, I met her in 2007. I stick with people usually until they do something really bad to me, or they do something that I feel like is really not cool or whatever. But even then, I'll probably come back to them if they, we talk about it. But I am still all in on people. That's just the way I am. And Conan, I'm all in on Conan, bro. If Conan needed something, I'm there. I don't know what I could do for him. I probably couldn't do anything. But, I mean, if Conan ever was like, hey, I'm promoting a beer or something, I would all day. Or, hey, could you do this? All day. Can you retweet this? All day. Whatever it is. I would be there 100% because Conan is legit for real, dude. The fact that he did that, Unbelievable. That dude is cool as shit. Anyway, NXT's over, and, I thought NXT was all right. Again, that main event was a bit lackluster for the build. That was supposed to be like the biggest thing of the night, the most important thing of the night. It was supposed to blow our minds and blow us away. And, man, not much of anything really went down there, to be honest. So I don't know. A little disappointed by that. A little disappointed by that. Not great. I don't know if, I don't know, people are telling me she's injured or Giulia's injured or something. Maybe she is. It wasn't great, though. It was lackluster finish, weird ending. I expected that match to potentially, be the whole reason I'm watching this show. And it was, it really should have opened the show, to be honest. That should have been, the opening match. I don't know if it's because other people ran over or somebody was hurt. I mean, I hate televised wrestling matches for the championships when there's no run over, there's no runoff, because when there's no the show's going to end exactly when it does, almost within 30 seconds it's going to be over. And a lot of times that leads to a back and forth sort of false finish bullshit sort of setup by WWE or whoever the wrestling company is. And without that extra 5 or 10 minute runoff, it's I know it's about to end. It really takes away a lot of the drama from what's going on. I wish they would do something to fix that. It's still not being handled or fixed. And that's what you saw tonight again. And the thing was already lackluster anyway to me. So that's no great, really. But anyway, we're live on a Tuesday night talking about whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about. We're here to talk about sports, entertainment, politics, the world, music, video games, NXT, WWE, AEW, your lives. You want to troll me? I don't know. Whatever you want to do tonight, it's on the table for whatever. I'll do whatever it is. It's just open forum tonight, open lines, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We'll talk about anything. I don't give a shit, really. I mean, we're just here to hang out for really quickly. I'm not going to stay on long. Everybody's busy out there trying to abduct somebody for the black market. I have some clips of Dork Knight saying some bizarre stuff last night. We have that. Whoopi Goldberg's an idiot. I got some clips of her. I loved her in Star Trek, too. I've always loved Whoopi Goldberg, but boy, is she a moron. And I know Luke Rojas is going to be joining us in a second. He just got out of work, and we're going to be recording probably a little podcast on the side for Patreon and for members here on YouTube. So look out for that, because we'll be recording it in just a little bit, I think. I was thinking about doing it live on the show right now, but I think we're going to put it on Patreon and the members area. What do I think thick of AEW? Well, I mean, we did the review the other night on AEW Revolution. That was a huge show. I mean, it kind of ruined the cage match with Rollins for me, because I'm like, well, what the fuck can I see in this cage match after what I saw the other night? And I know that a lot of other people don't feel that way because they didn't watch AEW. So, I mean, if you didn't watch AEW, you're probably like, I don't give a crap about that. I didn't watch AEW. But I did. And, yeah. That was, it was tough to, it's hard to watch that cage. I mean, it's not that it was hard to watch. It just was weird after seeing such a crazy cage match. I mean, really, it was just to get to Roman Reigns. Let's just get Roman Reigns out there. Yay, whatever. But this was a lackluster main event tonight. I can't believe this. After all that buildup, I was all excited. And then just blah. I mean, that was like some dude talking a game with a girl and then after the bar, and they head home, and he's got a peanut in there, that doesn't work. Very strange. Very strange. Hell yeah, Haystacks Monet, baby. Haystacks Monet just gifted a membership, and I think Joe Bishop got it. Thank you, Haystacks Monet. What's up, bro? You guys want to keep these shows going? You guys want to keep the stream going? Hell yeah. Deliver those memberships, sure. Appreciate it. Or use the donation, as I spelt it wrong.
Come on out, you rapist!
Up top. If you guys want to donate or donate, as I spelt it, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. We do have a goal. We have a $100 goal tonight. Can we hit it? I don't know. We're at $5. I don't think so, but we'll see. Maybe we can do it. By the way, dude, I am destroyed on Reddit. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Reddit. Oh my God, bro. The Reddit hates me. It's like worst YouTubers of ever, worst wrestling YouTubers. Like, it's like I'm in every category of terrible. Like, it's like this is the worst guy you could watch. It's all over. I'm all over Reddit. It's crazy in a bad way. It's unbelievable. There was one guy, though, that wrote a positive post. Kind of. It was a negative and a positive post. Like, he was basically like, I don't really watch him anymore, but I really want to give him his flowers here.
Come on out, you rapist!
It was really bizarre. Anyway, I reacted to that guy's comment on my membership video from earlier today. If you missed that, check that out later. It's kind of interesting. I think he's right, but there is so much people fucking hate me on Reddit. It's crazy. And the other people they hate, but those people at least are like kind of rich now. But like me, I'm just like, wow, I got buried. Chief Wahoo, 29 months as a member. Oba and Moose should have main evented. Exactly, probably. I mean, that was actually one of the most interesting matches. That's the thing I was looking forward to kind of the most, besides this women's match. But I can't believe it. You know what? I talked to Moose a couple of months ago, and we were going to have him on the show, and something came up on my end, and I couldn't do it. So I give credit to Moose, but you know what I mean? We gave Moose, we talked to Moose a couple. I told Moose, I said, bro, if you come on the show,
come on out, you rapist!
You potentially will become the WWE champion. I told Moose, I was like, Moose, you got to come on the show. Anybody who comes on my show who used to be in the WWE or is about to go to the WWE becomes the WWE World Champion. So I told Moose, for good luck, you got to come on. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, the list goes on of people that were on my show, and then they went to WWE and became the champion. You got to do it, Moose. I'm telling you, it's good luck. Caveman Austin, 3-month membership. Thank you, brother. Make sure you guys watch that membership video I put out earlier today. It will make you tickled down below. Yo! What's up, Caveman Austin? Thank you, bro. Joe Cronin is viewed the same as an attempted terrorist on Reddit. Yes. Reddit wants to... They don't quite want to kill me like H3 Ethan Klein or whatever. They definitely want to kill him for real. Reddit just doesn't like me. But they don't want to kill me at least. You know? That's the one thing I'll say. And that's... You know, I feel like that's a win.
Come on out, you rapist!
Holy shit. The first time ever, baby. He just became a member. It's... immune. Let me do that again. It's immune. Yeah, baby. Thanks for becoming a member, Immune. Immune. I salute you, bro. Oh, my God, brother. Moose used to play in the NFL. Yeah. I love Moose. Moose is a good guy. I mean, I like him in real life. I don't know. He's pretty cool in real life. We don't always agree on things, but I like interacting with him. So Moose is cool. He don't really know who I am for the most part. He kind of knows, but not really. But I know him, obviously. So, yeah, a little bit of a letdown in the women's match, but Oba and Moose was great, or at least good enough. It was better than this, and that probably should have main evented. But I mean, that's again hindsight 2020. You put that match last. Probably had the women open up title versus title. The Hardys, bro. The Hardys tonight were in form. Like, Hardy's looking pretty good tonight. I don't know if you guys saw the Hardy Boys match. That was cool. I love it. Jeff and Matt back. How about that? Thank you for becoming a member, Immune. I hope you guys all become members. If you guys want to donate, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat, up there, way up there. It's pinned up there. And if you want to donate, we are trying to reach the goal of $100 to pay for the internet. Because I am jobless. Suck me out. Sorry. I'm sorry. So there's a brand new $10 Rocks Suck Your Soul donation. There's a $120 Donald Trump bomb donation. There's a $50, is it 50 or 50? It's $55 Elon Musk Nazi salute dono. You like that one? Bro, they're like blowing up Teslas all over the country. The hell's going on? Why would you do that? I don't understand. What happened to global warming? I thought you guys liked charging stations. Why are they blowing up charging stations? The fucking first electric car that was kicking ass, Tesla, and people are blowing it up. It's crazy. People are scaring the dealerships. It's like, bro, this fucking country is full of shit. Global warming. We need electric cars. Oh, let's go blow them all up and light a fire and burn the lithium batteries into the ozone layer. The fuck out of here. People are fake as shit. Oh, he doesn't agree with us? Fucking blow it up. I think Teslas look like shit. I've been inside Teslas. I think they look like shit. I wouldn't buy one because when I go inside of a Tesla, I feel like I'm emptying I'm like devoid of a soul when I go inside of a Tesla. I'll be honest. Not a fan of the interior. That's why I wouldn't buy one. I want to buy a Tesla. I would want to buy a Tesla, but I couldn't afford one. Even when they become more affordable, I would probably never buy. I can't buy shit right now. What the fuck am I talking about? But I just like inside of a Tesla looks like an Apple computer without anything on it. It's weird. The steering wheel's rectangular or something. It's just I'm like, nah, I can't do this. But I do support it. American business. Love it. Let's go. But why are they blowing them up? Makes no fucking sense. Fucking full of shit people. Global warming is fake. That's how I know global warming is not real. Because they're like the same people that think global warming, they're like, let's burn charging stations and not buy electric vehicle. Very bizarre. Jim Cornette, if you're listening, fuck yourself. Jim Cornette, you piece of shit. Fight me, Jim. I love you, but I'll fight you, and then I'll make that big fat Brian last. I'll kick him down a flight of stairs, brother. Right in front of you. I'm going to get Jim Cornette that Joker uniform with the question marks on it. Remember that guy who used to sell that weird shit on the TV all the time? Sorry, I love Cornette. I'm just kidding around. I don't know why. I don't even know why I'm yelling about Cornette. I think it's because someone in the chat, King Hueco Mundo, mentioned Cornette, and it just made me think of that. Anyway, I don't know. We're going to be doing a podcast with Luke, and we're going to be putting it up on Patreon in a little bit tonight, maybe. And we're going to be putting up a membership video as well. And that's about it. Let me talk to Luke for a little bit, and then we'll get off the air probably. But yeah, NXT, blah main event. Pretty good show. Bad main event. Main event was in the wrong spot. But, I mean, what are you going to do? It's too late. You know, it's kind of like AEW Revolution where, you know, that last match was like, ugh. You know, after everything else, you know, that guy with the question marks and all that stuff in the books, guy was right, by the way. Guy was right. That guy would make you money if you listened. And I'm not kidding. Like, legitimately, that guy, that was real. You just had to listen to all the bullshit and then buy the books. I mean, in my opinion, the reason why the guy did that was like, he was like, oh my God, this is something that people could do and actually make money. And no one's talking about it, and I have all these different ways to do it. I'm going to just make a business about telling people about it. And he did. Just most people didn't want to buy into it and get into it. They bought the free book. They took the free book or whatever. They looked at it for a second. They went, no get it. Throw in trash. Doesn't work. But actually, if you'd read some of the book, you would have been like, oh, I see. I have to, like, purchase the stuff in order to make money. Then you would have purchased the stuff and the courses and then the tags and the things you needed, and then you would have probably started to make money. Even though you could have done it on your own too if you really worked hard, but it's all laid out there for you if you spend the, $60 a month or whatever it was, or you buy the Real Good book or the whatever it was. So you spend $300 and you become, you have $300,000. But like most people don't do that. They look at the free stuff and they go, I don't know about that, and they throw it out. Which is fine, because who cares? You don't give a shit. If he gets 30,000 people to spend $60, or 30,000 people, to spend $3 on the shipping or whatever it is, it's like you still made money. So fuck it. 60,000 people signed up for the real money making part, and they made like $3 to $10 million. So, but it is what it is. Most people won't do it. That's what you learn. Most people won't do it. Get hard. What's up, cocksmoker?
Your blood is.
You want me to bring Dork Knight on so I can rant to you about white privilege again?
I was muted. I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Fucking bring him on and he can do something. Man, I'm fucking wow, dude. What a long day, but it's finally over.
Yeah. It's been a weird day. No, it hasn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's been no day. It's been a devastatingly terrible day.
Oh my God! Shut up! It's not devastatingly terrible. I mean, I guess when that's every second of your existence, then
yeah, because I've got cancer, Luke. The Bruins came back and won today after they played their first game against Brad Marchand on the other team, I think. So bizarre. That's so weird. You trade a guy to a team and the next day you play them. So weird. I didn't know that. I would have maybe watched that, but I'm watching the highlights. Anyway, I'm sure you missed NXT and probably you wouldn't have cared, but it's basically it was an all right show, but then the main event was kind of lackluster, but that was, I thought, what the whole damn show was built on, so it was
lackluster, Joe. It was lackluster.
It was lackluster, Joe. Also, my mother's a fat whore.
Yeah. I would love when he'd call in and be like, I watched the show, but you can tell he didn't.
It's not great.
Like you can tell, he has in one thing and he didn't watch it.
Well, I didn't really watch this show 100%. I had it on in the background, and I watched the whole thing, and I, based on the crowd reactions, and I did watch it, but it was ugh, and it was all right, but
yeah, sometimes, like I said, I've said this before. Or sometimes watching shows, you feel like you're in a comatose state, or you're half asleep watching them almost, a trance.
Yeah, trans. I was trans.
You turn trans. I mean, you watch this gay shit, then of course you do. I mean, obviously, if you're watching wrestling, you're either gay or you're a closeted trans. You quote that.
Okay.
Put that in a short, all right? And maybe you'll get 50 quadrillion fucking views. Yeah, dude, I just think that.
Did you do something?
Yep.
What was that?
Oh, something played by accident. What were you saying?
Oh, okay. I just think NXT has not been something that has interested me. Every time I see something of it, I'm just first of all, 95% of it is women's matches.
Yeah.
And I just can't get into it, because a lot of them are here's what I'll say. There are some women that are just fucking great, that are so damn great. And then a lot of them just seem like they're okay and kind of seem sloppy in there, messy almost. And I don't know. I know their division is probably better. You compare it to the WWE's division, that probably beats the shit out of it. But it's still not something that particularly interests me. Maybe that's a sexist thing to say. I don't know. Maybe
No, it's
lock
just
me
it's
up.
not. They're all starting to look the same. I don't know if you noticed that, but like when a new woman comes in, it almost feels like, oh, is this like the I don't know, like oh, is this
They all have the same type of names too, right? Like
yeah,
Flaubin, Dalbin,
here comes
and
here
Cloubin,
comes
Schaubin.
here comes Saska, Vaquer,
Dash,
or like
Dasher, Fasher.
here comes Tessa, Reinhard. Like it's just all sounds, and like here comes like a girl who looks like the third version of Asuka. It's like, okay, this is like Timu Asuka now, and here comes another girl.
Ludella Marks.
Yeah, like it's like these names. I'm like, what? And I feel like in 5 years they won't be anywhere. That's what I keep thinking.
Yeah,
like, like Tegan Knox.
That's the
what
same
happened?
way that I feel about. Yeah, exactly. Well, Tegan Knox could have made it. I feel like
she was making. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Like she was making it. Now where is she?
Well, yeah, and she was going against Dakota Kai, who's like treated as a nothing burger on the fucking card. So and then, yeah, like, do you see fucking Lyra Valkyria being anything in 4 years, 5 years? I know she's got the IC belt right now, but
Well, she got both belts now. She won both belts tonight.
No, that's the North American Championship. I'm talking about Lyra Valkyria on Raw.
Oh, I thought you said the Vaquer. See, they got the same fucking names. Like, I don't know who you're talking about. See, like, I don't even know who that is. Like,
exactly. We don't know any of it. You know who I was kind of interested in? Maybe it was just because she had a unique look, and then they fired her. That Dashwood.
Tennille Dashwood, like Emma.
No. Do you remember the lady? She had like a yellow streak in her hair, or a white streak in her hair, similar to kind of like Seth Rollins used to have.
I don't remember her. No, I don't remember. Maybe, but I don't remember.
Well, they brought her up from NXT. She had like 1 or 2 appearances on SmackDown. Didn't show up for like 6 to 8 weeks. Then they released her. So why did you even go through the trouble of bringing her up out of NXT?
I don't know. Maybe she.
It was like Tiffany. It was like Tiffany Dashwood, or I don't know, something Dash.
I'll have to look her up. I don't know why they got rid of her. Tiffany Dashwood. Let's see.
Look up WWE releases or something recent, and it's that
WWE initially released Dashwood, but it's going to be Emma. Yeah, all I'm going to get is Emma stuff because her name's Dashwood. So all I'm going to get is Emma.
What? The Jamie Hayter lookalike.
Wait a minute. Are you thinking of that girl? That girl who was in the marriage thing with what's his face, with the tall girl?
No, not that guy.
What's her name?
Not that girl. Davenport. Oh, That was it Tiffany Davenport, or was it something Davenport?
Oh, Blair Davenport. Okay, Blair Davenport.
Jesus fucking Christ! This is a dire state of the women's. Like we can't decipher any of these names.
Why was
Davenport, or was it Dashwood? Was it Copperhead, or was it Silverware?
Oh, I see her. Okay, yeah. I don't. Why did they get rid of her? That's weird.
I liked her. I thought she had a unique look. She was sexy. She cut some decent promos. And they literally, like, I get releasing someone when they're not working out, but she had 2 segments and then wasn't on television for weeks. So I just don't think that shit's fair. I don't know. You know what really pissed me off is that, like, they release all these fucking people that they always end up bringing in, and they're like, yeah, we're going to do something with you. And then they do nothing with them. And then they just release them like they're fucking sacks of trash. Like, well, it's your fault. It's like, no, you bring in someone, then you have them lose and then not show up. And then you release them like they sucked. I don't know. That shit annoys me. They did the same thing to Aleister Black all those years ago. He finally debuts with a new gimmick after they've been building it up for weeks and weeks. And then they just release him the next week. So fucking stupid, bro.
Let's go to the Maybe this is going to tell us.
The wrestling world is still buzzing over WWE's latest round of talent cuts. While these layoffs typically occur on this week, marking the end of her nearly 4-year tenure, most of which she spent competing in NXT. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Bully Ray pointed to Davenport's former relationship with AEW star Will Ospreay as a possible reason for her WWE departure. The ECW legend speculated that Ospreay's past remarks about Triple H and Stephanie McMahon may have played a role in the decision. Dave, you remember how I always said that pro wrestling is like the mafia? They don't screw with you, they screw with your family. Maybe Will Ospreay should have never made those comments about Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. As part of the WWE draft in 2024...
What a fucking little douchebag that guy is. What a little, Triple H cock sniffer.
Well, it's like, why is she gone? What's the reason for her going? And this guy basically is saying, like, well, it's probably because she dates Ospreay, and he said that stuff. So, I mean, I don't know why else. I was trying to find a reason why she'd be gone. Like, I don't get it. You said she was good. Yeah. Everyone thought she was good. She looks good to me. I don't get it. And I don't know. Maybe it is. Wow. Maybe it is because of Ospreay.
I hated how that guy was like, maybe you shouldn't have said anything about Triple H. Now listen, Will Ospreay did come off like a douchebag, but Triple H also did say something about Will Ospreay too. So, it's fair game.
Yeah.
Although Will Ospreay's was a lot more embarrassing because he went on like television and like cut a big promo about it, and Triple H made like a passing remark about him in an interview.
Yeah.
So I guess Triple H wins.
I always win. In the end, I always win.
In the end,
I played my trap card.
I'm gonna win every time. I'm gonna win.
I activate my trap card. You're fired, bitch. Fuck you and your hair.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna light your hair on fire.
I'll light your hair on fire and kill your family. Wouldn't that be great if, like,
Hey, we're building stories.
We're telling stories. In NXT, we're telling stories. And we let CM Punk sniff the women's locker room. That's a new thing we do now. It's really cool.
We let yeah, exactly. Yeah, part of the story is that CM Punk needs to do a personal shoe sniff inspection of all the women. And he just needs to do that. It's just a part of the story that we're telling. It's all going to pay off soon.
Yeah, it's gonna pay off when CM Punk comes. That's when it's going to pay off.
I used to do the sniffing with my nose.
The joke is that he has a big nose. Now, So are you excited for WrestleMania? Like, are you kind of still like a little bit down? Maybe you weren't down on it. Maybe
I'm not down. I'm down on the wait because I know it's not going to be fun, really. I mean, maybe next Monday when Cena comes out, there'll be something to talk about, but it'll be weird because it's the middle of the day. So, and then we're middle of the day for the next 3 weeks. I mean, like just make it WrestleMania already. I don't like the build.
And he's not going to be on SmackDown either, right? Like he's only going to show up on Raw.
Yeah, he's only going to be on Raw.
It makes SmackDown fucking pointless to watch as it is.
Yep. No, so it's like really, it's about like, hey, let's get to WrestleMania because
I really wish they'd do away with this brand split and just merge the shows. And you can even have 2 belts on both shows. I don't care. Like they made it work. They made it work before.
Donated $50.
Whoa!
I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50.
Oh my God!
You donated $50, motherfucker. Boy, I'm a rich motherfucker.
I haven't tuned in since like 2020. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I still rock that Slob 75 t-shirt.
No way. We were just talking about that the other day, and he's got one. Did you hear that, Rojas? Immune has a Slob 75 shirt.
Well, I think that's why he's saying it because we talked about it.
Oh
recently.
My God, that's crazy. Immune. Thank you so much, bro. $50. Holy shit. Thank you, brother.
Holy crap. How much do you sell those shirts for?
I don't remember how much it was. Like $25, maybe.
Maybe if you still have one, I'll get one.
I don't even know. I haven't looked at my. Bro, I just came out with a new T-shirt, and I think it got...
One person bought it?
Nobody bought it.
What's the shirt?
Haystacks Monet, thank you, man, for the membership. He just gifted a membership. We got more memberships going on. Let me get Immune up here. Immune, thank you so much, man. Good that you're back, bro. Good to have you back. 2020.
Joe, I can just imagine you like ordering the graphic, like looking at the shirt, and then just checking every day, and then like sad piano music is playing.
Come on out,
and it's like
rapist!
0 purchases.
Oh my God, that's funny as hell. Halloween All Year Entertainment has become a member, courtesy of Haystacks. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's like, or I come on and I go, man, these things are selling like crazy. Like, get the new shirt, you know? Like
but like 5-6 years ago, man, these Slob 75 shirts are actually selling. I can't believe the turkey shirts are crazy. Fucking, 5 years later, you're just looking at it for hours and hours and hours, reloading the page. Like, come on, just show up. Just one of you buy it, you fucks.
That's funny.
You gotta buy your own shirt.
Yeah, I buy my own one. Well, that's what I was thinking about. That I was like, maybe I should just get one and wear it or whatever. But I'm like, I can't do that right now. So I think that's what everybody probably thought. Everybody was like, I can't
buy your own shirt. You can't even buy your own shirt. Loser.
That's fucked up, isn't it?
Loser, bro. Dude, I love this. This is the loser channel. like when people call us losers, like, it's those, like on Reddit when they call you like a loser piece of shit. Yeah. I mean, they're not entirely wrong.
Right.
Like,
well, and one of the things. One of the things on Reddit was like, and now all he does is complain that they should have hired him or whatever. And I was like, I was dying reading.
You know what? I don't think a lot of people seem to realize that you're joking about that in a sense, but it is. I get where people are coming from because
it's exactly what I said. In my membership video that I put out earlier today, I said that exact thing. I was like, it's kind of a joke, like, to keep mentioning it in a way, but I also think people are sick of it. So, like, I get it.
Yeah. No, like, it's like this buddy that I play Sparking Zero with. Like, all the time, he just talks about the same problems with the game over and over. And he talks about how, like, the same people suck. Like, man, if you got a Z rank, if you're a high ranking player, you probably trash because most people don't even know how to play the game. And it's like, I tolerate it because, he's my buddy and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
It's like, we get it, bro. Play or don't play. Whatever. Just shut the fuck up. It's like every day.
No. So I can understand why people get mad at you about that. People get mad about me when I say the same shit about like kayfabe, and I always get pissed off about it. And you know what? I think that's why Slob 75 got pretty annoyed at you. Because I know you would just joke about like, yeah, and then remember I gave you the idea so you could get 100,000 subscribers. You were just joking with him, but I think he really did just start to get sick of it. He's just like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, fuck you. And you would bring it up to him all the time, and you could tell it was like annoying him. And I almost wanted to be like, Joe, just leave him alone. Just don't bring it up to him. He's gonna kill himself. I mean, yeah, you're kind of right, but still.
Yeah, thank you to Immune though, man. That was huge $50, man, from Immune, who's back. Probably because he caught, he left the show right around COVID happened. He was like, COVID's happening, I'm out of here. Now he's back 5 years later. Hard to believe that was 5 years ago. COVID.
We're not immune to you, Immune. We love you.
We love you. Who would have thought 5 years after COVID? That's
5 years. Wow.
We're 5 years. 5 years into. It was 5 years ago. COVID.
Well, I mean, 5 years ago it started. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's really wow. That's actually don't say that ever again. Actually.
Yeah.
That's gonna make me really sad because, I can literally remember when I found out that like we were going to be doing like, quarantine and stuff and we wouldn't be able to go to school. I remember that day and I was like, holy crap, it's pretty crazy, man. Well, all right. Well, time to eat.
Well,
time to order some
It's
McDonald's.
crazy, bro. I just remember when I see pictures of my kids, it was my daughter's first year of school. So it's like she had to wear the mask or whatever. It was the end of school too, right? So at least she got most of kindergarten, I think. Like she got most of it. without needing the mask. It might have been first grade. I can't remember. First grade or kindergarten. And it was like she got through most of it. But then it was like the last month or two was on a laptop. March, April, May. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 months on a laptop. And then thinking about the next year where all my kids were at school on laptops. And it's so weird that they were all at home. Yeah. All my kids were at home every day for school on their laptops. It was so, that's why I think they've had so much trouble going to school in the morning. Like since then, like getting up and going, it's like, no, you've got to go now. Now you go back to school. No, just do school at home. Why would we need to go? That's what my oldest would say. I'm like, because you have to go into school. And he's like, he was like pissed about that. And I'm like,
yeah, I never did it. I just never fucking did it. I'll be honest with you. I had the computer set up and I would go in and then I would sleep. I was already like skipping like, classes and shit. Well, that was before it all happened.
Yeah.
And then when we had to stay home and like do the fucking Zoom calls or whatever, the Google rooms or whatever, I would literally just turn off my screen, mute, and sleep while they were happening. And then I just wouldn't do anything. Like I wouldn't do my tests or my homework or anything. And I completely failed so miserably hard. And they're like, well, do you want to, they kept, dude, that school tried everything in their power to get me to graduate. And I just said, nah. Like there was so many times where they told me something where they're like, if you don't get this done, like you won't graduate. I'm like, oh, well, I don't really want to anyway. Wow. They're like, well, no. Well, we can do away with this. You don't have to. Like, I remember them being like, dude, you have an outstanding lunch fee. Like, you don't pay for your lunch. I'm like, yeah, because it's shit. I shouldn't have to. It should be free, but whatever.
Weren't they all free at that point? Didn't they become free?
No.
I thought it was. It wasn't. I thought Nationwide was free. Am I wrong?
You can get it. You have to sign up for something, I think, and I just never did. And they said I owed like hundreds of dollars, and I just said I'm not going to pay for it.
Wow.
Like, well, you have to. You won't graduate. I'm like, okay, well, I don't really want to. And they're like, okay, whatever. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the reason I didn't graduate is because they were like, well, you need to go to summer school to get these points. And I said, so wait a minute. So this is my last year of high school, and I'm going to have to go to summer school after that? And I was just like, no. I probably should have said, I should have said yes, because they said, if I said yes, they would have let me walk at graduation, and they would have technically listed that I graduated, and that would have been in the yearbook the right way and everything. So I probably should have lied and said, hell yeah, like I'm going to do that. And then I shouldn't have done it, and then I would have been able to walk, graduate, pretend like I graduated, gotten in the yearbook, made my mother happy, and then I would have just said, fuck it, and gotten a GED like I did. You know?
Yeah, that
would have been smart. Yeah. I didn't think about that, though. I just thought, no, I'll just get my GED. Once I passed the GED, I said, you know, I mean, I went and took it. I passed the MCAS, which was really tough compared to the GED. And I just figured, well, what's the fucking difference? I just passed the hardest test there is, and then I passed the GED. You know, like...
Well, how was the math section? Was the math section at all difficult for you? Because it was for me.
Yeah. On the MCAS, it was.
And the GED, was it like?
So
they would throw some random shit. Like sometimes it'd be like simple fourth grader math, and then sometimes it'd be like, oh great, this is why I quit high school.
You know how when they give you those like results and they give you like the number and the bar graph where the number is on the line, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So I don't remember. Yeah. I obviously don't remember exactly anything, but what I can remember slightly is that on the MCAS, the line was like at the very bottom of like right before failure, like you just made it. But on the GED, I would say that I probably got like a 68. Like, so if the MCAS was like a 60 and failing is below 60, I got a 60. And if it was the GED, it was like a 68. So I did better on the GED. but it was
I was
pretty bad.
I was just scared to do it. I was so scared to do the math one.
Yeah, I was not. I'm
and then
I'm awful at math. I don't even know how, dude. I have no idea how I passed it. I don't know.
They
I'm
probably
terrible.
literally just do like they probably boost up your points as much as they can on that thing because
It's like a lie. Yeah, like they want to just yeah. Here you go. He's wait,
Well,
he's got give him like an extra 10 points. Get him out of here.
Well, social studies, what's it called? And then what's the other things? Language arts or reading and writing or whatever. And then what's the other one? Science. They all are basically the same thing in terms of how they're formatted. It's you read a block of text and then it asks you a series of questions on that block of text, or at least that's how my tests were like. Because I took mine on the computer. I don't know if you took yours on like a fucking sheet of paper.
Yeah, these were at the time. Oh man, it's hard to remember now. I don't know. I actually don't know. It could have been either one though. It really could have been either one. I think the GED, strangely enough, I think the GED was on a computer, and I think the MCAS was paper, which is kind of weird. But
what was the test? I don't know if this is an exclusively New Jersey thing, but I remember there was this test that they made us take in like regular school that was like a big problem to a lot of people, and a lot of people hated them. I forget. Was it the ask test? No. It was,
no. You're thinking. I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something else. There's another one. It's
PAP test or pass. I don't know. It was some weird test.
So every state has this like test to evaluate how the schools are doing and stuff like that. So you probably will take that. But then there's also something else that I think you might be talking about. It's like a final type of thing, but I can't remember.
Well, yeah. The state, it was like some big test that was like actually significant to our grade, and those tests.
Oh, the SATs. The SATs.
No, not SATs, not SATs. It was something else.
Okay.
It was before you even get into high school.
So it could be the New Jersey equivalent of like the MCAS, because in Massachusetts we take the MCAS, but you guys might have an equivalent to that where you're being tested.
Yeah, we might have. I remember just people got annoyed about it, and it was like a big thing. But that test was essentially, I don't know, like that's what the GED is, like, or the way it was formatted and structured. And honestly, I'd say the one that you took in school is harder.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like the GED was nothing. Like the MCAS test was way harder. And in Massachusetts, it's a new law where the MCAS test, so you have to pass that in order to pass high school, regardless of anything else. So people fought over the MCAS test because it was like we shouldn't have to take this. They actually just got rid of it, but I was the first class that had to pass it.
I wish if you just showed up on time every day, you just pass. Fuck it. If they do that for fucking Tommy, they can't do it for me.
Well, what's funny
wait a second. I didn't show up every day. That's why.
Well, what's funny about that is my son is like my oldest is late and missing all the time. He's like ridiculous. He's got like 30 tardies.
But is he like a genius or something?
I don't know if he's a genius, but his grades are like A, B, A, B, A, B, C. So like my youngest
beat him so he gets a full A and
bro.
A
I'm like, dude,
no
what do you?
C's are allowed.
He barely tries really, and he gets the great.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what the fuck is this? I went to school and tried and sucked. Yeah, I went to school and realized that I could only do one class at a time, but I've got to do 5, so I give up. My son goes, I don't really care about this, and I'm late every day, but here's a bunch of A's and B's. What the fuck? Like it's crazy.
I wish I could do that, bro. I wish, dude.
I think if he had bad grades,
I had that.
I think we'd be in trouble if he had bad grades. I think if he had bad grades, they'd be visiting us. Like, what the fuck is up with this? He's late all the time. Like, he's late. His own thing.
He just meditates, bro. He goes in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would purposely, when you get out of like, can I go to the bathroom? I would purposely do like a penguin waddle to the bathroom, like walk as slow as possible to get to the bathroom and walk as slow as possible to get back. Because I would use the downstairs bathroom. Like I just fucking hated school. Like I hated being there.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have any problem with any of the kids, but I just hated being in school. Like More than I ever hated going to work. Like being at work, I actually don't hate everything except for this fucking bitch cunt customer today that made me want to fucking rip her throat out. I'm taking her fucking money and I give her her change back, but she's got her hands full. And so I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just put the money down and I put it on top of her bag of chips. And this fucking bitch goes, oh, okay, well, next time, if this happens next time, but let me tell you right now, don't ever put money on a bag of chips. I'm like, what are you talking about? Don't put money on my bag of chips when I handed you the money. You hand it back to me. And I had to put on my like fake customer service voice. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Fuck you, you fucking cunt. And then like, you know what? This is how I know that I have like serious like rage problems.
Yeah.
Hidden rage problems, because that happened like 4 hours ago and it's been on my mind since then. Like I'm still like getting annoyed thinking about it and like curling my fingers like Tommy. That's the fourth time I brought them up. I'm sorry. I can't bring them up again.
You really love them.
Yeah, fucking just I know. I really miss them. Well, I'll come back. No, but I'm fucking, you know, balling my hands into fists and rage. Like, dude, this can't be healthy for me. Like, I might have to see a shrink or something.
You got to get a different job.
Because maybe.
You got to get a different job.
I honestly don't mind it. I don't mind my job. I just
you get all these great stories. You get a bunch of good stories from it. I will say that. Like, with like a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff that I've been doing over the last years, it's like I don't have a ton of interaction out in the world. It's a lot of like over the phone or close a deal this way or that way. And I don't have a lot of good stories. That's the one thing. But I used to have a lot of good ones when I worked in, all other places like that where you're always out meeting, seeing a bunch of people at a time. It's like you have tons of stories. But now it's like I don't really have as many. But that's fine. I'd rather that. But yeah. There's not, grocery store, bro. I remember that time my buddy was beating that meat and that lady saw him doing it and then he started shooting the lotion. Bro, he shot lotion all over this lady's meat. It was crazy. My buddy Peter was so insane, dude. He was little. He goes, oh, like,
did he die?
No, he's alive actually. He's actually like he actually makes a ton of money. But this big slab of like meat, and I mean slab of some kind of meat, is going down the conveyor thing. And the lady was reaching into her bag, turned around to do something. He goes, hey, Cronin. He's like, hey, Cronin, you like my meat? And he's like slapping it. He's like my meat? He goes, oh, my meat's I'm slapping it too much. And he's like saying this, whispering it all to me. And then he takes the lotion that she was buying as well, pulls it over next to him. He starts slamming it down with his hand like this, boom, 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 shooting the white lotion all over the meat. He goes, ah! And then he wipes his hand across it and to wipe the lotion off, and the lotion's all over the conveyor now. And then he does it one more time. He does it one more time, like, ah! He starts jerking the meat like up and down with his hand.
Did he get fired?
No, but she saw that part, so she turned around and saw him stroking it up and down. And she goes, oh, my God, like, what's wrong with you? And he was like, a lot. Like, bro, he puts it in the bag. She called the manager over, and basically he was like, I don't know. He's like, I was just shuffling all the groceries down. And she pulls him off the fucking register. And then I had to continue ringing at that point. And then that was it.
He didn't get fired?
No, she goes, what are you doing? He goes, I was like, I was playing around. The stuff was coming down. Well, the lady never fully explained really what happened. So it wasn't like she was able to be like, he was jerking off this. Like she didn't really get to say all that, I don't think. And our manager was more like, oh, he was goofing off type of thing. So she pulled him away to the upstairs, and I'm like, oh man, that was weird. Someone's getting fired. And the lady was like, disgusting. And I was like, yep, he's a weirdo sometimes. That's not good. And she goes, well,
you gotta throw him down the bus, like,
yeah, throw him under the bus. Yeah. So that she doesn't. That way she doesn't follow up. Like, you know what I mean? So you're like, yep, he's done. And then I finished ringing her stuff. I'm like, I'm so sorry. He's got problems. And now she's starting to think probably that he's retarded or something, because I was laying it in like, he's a lot of problems, but he's very clean usually, and he's very good, but he's his time was coming. That's sort of like it was time for this to happen type of thing. Anyway, have a good day. The lady left.
Now you gotta feel bad about this guy getting fired.
Yeah, but he didn't get fired, and he basically told me, he's like, yeah, she didn't even know what it was about. She just thought I was being an idiot. And I'm like, yeah. So that was it. He didn't get fired, and he literally jerked off meat in front of a lady and shot white cream all over it.
He probably wanted to get fired.
Well, I
probably didn't care.
I quit that place probably 6 months later. I quit that place, and he worked there for another 3 years. So I don't think he did want to get fired.
Wow.
Yeah, he moved his way up though into manager of the corner, whatever the fuck. I don't know. He's a smart guy he's retarded, but he's also a very smart guy. So
Well, you'd be surprised. Those types of like idiot, like dumb assholes are like, well, go fucking joking off the meat, joking off the meat. It's like now I make $90,000 a year.
Yeah, you were
kind of like that for a little bit.
I'm like that. I mean, I was 16 at the time. I was 16 years old. But what a fun time. You take the old people's groceries out. Yeah, NXT was not. I know Greg was asking. I thought NXT was all right tonight. I watched it. It was okay. It wasn't better than anything else we've seen the last couple of weeks, but it was all right. But then the main event was lackluster. I thought these women were going to tear it up, and it was going to be this title versus title, amazing match, and it ended up being a 6 out of 10 match. And so I felt like it was rushed, lackluster. Maybe there was somebody.
And what's the point of doing it? You're just going to separate the belts in like a week anyway.
I don't know what they were doing. I don't get it, and I don't care, to be honest. But it shocked me that it wasn't a 7, 8, or 9 match. It was like a 6. And
didn't they combine the NXT and North American title at one point in like 2020?
I have no idea if they did that, but
Adam Cole and Keith Lee. They had that match, and Keith Lee won, and then Keith Lee dropped both belts within like a month after winning it. After they like built this guy up to be like the face of NXT, and then they just immediately had him lose the titles, and then he went to the main roster and became the Bearcat.
What I don't get is I thought this Giulia lady was supposed to be this big deal. She just got here, all this stuff, and now she loses. So it's like, is she like coming to the main roster or something? Like, or is she hurt? Like,
she got no reaction probably at the Rumble. When she showed up at the Rumble, her reaction was like -1.
I don't even know.
Maybe,
I don't
maybe
get it.
They're just like, oh, she's not as big as we thought. I don't know. Did you hear Io's pop that she got when she came out compared to Rhea and Bianca's?
Yeah.
It was like I could barely hear it. And then once the music stopped playing, like the crowd started chanting "You deserve it" like louder. But like when she initially came out, it sounded almost like they all like went silent. So it was so weird to me. And then like, you're putting you're putting Io into like this feud with Rhea and Bianca. I'm like, these are clearly like the much, much bigger stars, and we should just be having a match between them. Like, I don't know why we need to make this a triple threat. I get it. You got to give something for Io to do, but like, to me, Io is just not on the level of Rhea and Bianca. This is like this in terms of like their status in the company. This is the equivalent of like John Cena and Randy Orton having a match or something, and then all of a sudden it's like, now Alberto Del Rio is going to be in this match.
Yeah,
this is John Cena, Randy Orton. I know you don't really care, but
no, I don't get Io being involved at all. To be honest, I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with the women, dude. First, I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley versus maybe Liv. Then I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley versus Bianca, and that happens. But then Rhea Ripley loses, so now it's going to be Bianca versus somebody else, and that's Io. What? So, like,
and we're also having another triple threat with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. Like,
I just
think it's weird that we're having 2 triple threats on the show.
By the way, people are telling me that Giulia's injured, so that's why she's dropping that's why this happened tonight. But if she was injured, why the hell did they make it the main event? I mean, wouldn't you make this the opening match and make it quick, and then like, oh wow, new champion, she has both belts. Okay, on to the rest of the show. Like, why would you make this the main event, the big thing at the end, if she's injured? But I mean, I guess I don't get it.
I don't know. Yeah, it should have been like more of like a mid card thing, and then have the main event be something else.
Yeah, I mean maybe because like the other stuff was like TNA stuff, like the Hardy Boys were involved, Oba versus Moose, so that's not NXT really. So
They
this was
need to just have one of these NXT guys win a title from WWE, like win a WWE title, and then maybe the WWE wins a TNA title or something. I'm sorry, I think I messed up when I said it at first, but yeah, you know what I mean, like. Because they have so much cross promotion between TNA and NXT, but like every time one of them competes for each other's titles, they never win it. So I just find that to be weird. Like,
yeah, you
at
always
this point,
pretty much know who's gonna win.
Yeah, so at this point, just do it. You know, I think Joe Hendry should have won the fucking NXT belt.
Yeah,
yeah, because honestly, that would have been a better time for him to do it, and probably be bigger than him winning the TNA belt. Although that belt is gorgeous. I love that championship. It was so jarring to see him come out with that beautiful looking title in the Royal Rumble. I'm like, wow, that's better than pretty much every championship.
most of the belts in
Like,
WWE, look good.
I'd say it's even better than the current World Heavyweight title. I like that thing, but I don't know. Like recently, I've been starting to kind of sour on it because it just looks so gaudy and just like almost oddly shaped in a way. Like the big gold belt is just so fucking perfect, and to me, it really annoys me that we just couldn't just get that, and we had to get the WWE spin on it, and it still looks very nice, but I don't know. I think the TNA Championship kicks the shit out of it. Like it just looks way prettier. It also has more plates on it too. I love belts that have like 5 plates. And I think it has a gold tip as well. Go watch a belt YouTube channel. Some of the most like boring shit you'll ever watch that I find fascinating is watching like belt review channels. This was the Dave Milliken 2D gold nugget touch.
Whoa!
And these people picked him.
Here comes African-American Cody Raheem Rhodes. Sorry. Raheem Rhodes. Somebody tweeted that out.
Raheem Rhodes.
Well, AEW is doing another Eliminator tournament. Yay.
Why couldn't they just do it? Like, they can't find another name for like Cody and like a black type of name for Cody.
Right. Kobe.
Raheem.
Kobe. Haystacks Monet, thank you, man. He gifted another membership. And guess who got it? None other than... I don't know, actually. We're going to find out. Oh, wait, no, he gifted a membership to himself?
Come on out, you rapist!
He became... Wait a minute. It said he gifted a membership, and now it's saying he became a member. So Haystacks Monet just gifted a membership to himself?
Haystacks, gift it to me. Gift it to me.
I didn't even know that was possible.
I want to watch the Gifted Subs channel video exclusives.
Oh my God, he's freaking out in the chat. He goes, "Oh my God, I was gifted the membership I gifted." I've never heard of this, bro. What? I was gifted a membership that I gifted.
Holy crap! What the fuck?
Oh my God! Yo,
Cool. Does that even count? Does that even count? So, like, are you gonna get an additional month?
I don't know.
How much is a gift? How much is a gifted membership?
$3.99. I didn't know you could do that. I don't control that stuff. I can't take them away. I can't do anything. It's all YouTube. Oh my God, bro. I didn't even know you could do that. Oh my God, bro. That is crazy.
Haystacks, you may have just been the first person ever to gift yourself.
That is wild.
The FBI is coming.
The FBI is coming. He pleasured himself, Feslov.
Go, 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 go.
Wow. He's going to gift another one. I wonder who's going to get this one.
Daron Kincaid.
Oh, okay. Kincaid got one. He's a long time guy, kind of. I think. Kincaid. Oh my God, I gotta watch Bowfinger after that. Kincaid. God, that movie's so retarded but great. Oh,
Say his
God.
name like he's a Mortal Kombat character.
Kincaid.
Come on out, you rapist!
Daron Kincaid.
That's
Johnny
what plays
Cage.
afterwards is the rapist.
Round one. Fuck. I'm telling you, bro.
Round one.
Bowfinger is such a stupid movie, but dude, when all the payoffs happen because of Eddie Murphy's character later on being paranoid about the aliens, holy fuck, dude. I don't know why, but I'm dying when that shit happens. It's so worth it because at first you're like, this movie is going to be retarded. And then it's like, it's just really funny to me. I don't know. Bowfinger.
What's it called?
Shit bomb. Bowfinger.
Joey's Tuesday night beg. Love you all. Have a great night, shit bums.
Oh shit, baby. It's Tuesday night beg. Jay Swiss, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Bro, I can't believe it. I mean, I didn't think it's going to be much of a beg. We only got 2 donos and you're one of them. But we are about to hit the goal. We're close. We're at $60 out of 100. We might hit the goal maybe. Jay Swiss, you're a beast. Thank you for donating $5, brother. Love you. Kiss it. Yeah, Bowfinger, bro. Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy plays 2 different people. His brother and him. Or, shit, that's kind of like a spoiler, but he plays 2 different characters. And Heather Graham's in it.
Hey, I just saw a video that said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I
just
saw a video.
you should go watch it. It's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's only an hour and a half long, probably. Go ahead.
Well, because I looked it up. and then when I was scrolling down, a video unrelated popped up, and it said Bill Burr blasts Elon Musk for censoring him. And then it's like a dramatic photo of Bill Burr next to like Elon doing the "My heart goes out to you."
Oh wow. I gotta go check it out. Yeah, I gotta say that, although I think Bill Burr is like a brainwashed fuck, but at the same time, like, I don't get why Elon, he really does get he gets butthurt and censors people. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you censoring Bill? Like, I don't get it. Wow, your mic is fucking itself. It's like bashing noises and stuff. I don't know what's going on. But
What about now?
that sounds okay.
Jesus, hold on one second.
Sounds
Maybe
fine.
it's because I'm wearing. Oh, okay, now it sounds better.
Yeah, it was just a lot of like, once in a while, a scrapey, like a.
Oh, it's because I'm wearing my fucking AirPods, and when my hair happens to go past it, yeah. I've got long, luscious, beautiful hair.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
I think we've talked about Bowfinger before, but the bottom line is like, this guy's like a shitty director or a fake director, and he like teaches, he scams these other people into thinking he's making a movie, and that he's got like, and that this mega star is going to be in the movie. So they're all like wannabes, and they all think they're making this movie, and he's like, yeah, we're making this movie, and guess what? We just cast Eddie Murphy in it. Or his name is Kit Ramsey in the show. And they're like, oh, my God, he's going to be in it, And so they have to film all these scenes with him, but he doesn't know he's in the movie. So they're going around filming all these scenes with him trying to make this movie. And he tells all the cast, like, but he doesn't want us to know he's there. And this is how he acts. Like, he's a method actor and whatever the fuck. And it's retarded. It's really retarded, actually. But it's funny at the same time because Kit Ramsey's like a conspiracy. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Somewhere after midnight in my wildest fantasy.
Oh, he won't stop jerking the Sandman's dick off.
On my reach, someone reaching back for me. Racing on the thunder and rising with the heat. It's gonna take a Superman to sweep me off my feet.
What what happened if he didn't come back after 5 years. It's immune.
Enough for a hero till the end of the night. And he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. He's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be strong. He's gotta be soon. He's gotta be larger than life. Larger than life. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
My God, he won't stop beating off the Saiyan. Sorry. Immune. Holy shit. Immune. Immune with the $40 to make us bash the goal of 100. Holy freaking jumping shitballs. Thank you, Immune. Wow. Holy hell, brother. Anyway. I'm sorry. Immune, thank you so much, bro. What was there? 3 donate. Immune with the $90. Jay Swiss with the $5. And then we had Doomed with the other 5. And then Chief Wahoo, Caveman Austin, and Haystacks Monet with the membership stuff. You guys are turning me on. I might have to go fully down under there. I might have to lick your Luke Rojas. I might have to lick your grundle and rape you with my tongue.
Oh my God, I'm talking to Grayson Waller.
You're talking to Grayson Waller right now. You fucking you like that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting sleepy right now.
You want to get in my BMW? You want to get in my BMW and go and rape women?
How would you feel? Hey, I know this is like a weird segment, like a little segment we're doing on television, but I think that I should make a fake segment where I pretend to get angry at a TV caster, and it feels really scripted and fake.
Right, that'd be nice. I like that. I like that noise. Maybe I'll fuck a roo in front of you. You ever fucked a roo in front of someone?
You ever fuck around with a kangaroo?
You ever stuck your finger in a roo's ass? I don't know if I can know what we're doing.
You ever put your cum in a pocket of a kangaroo and you say, "There's my present"?
Oh my God! And then you worried that maybe they can get pregnant. You start Googling, can roos get pregnant from human sperm?
And if you keep coming in the pocket, it becomes a little puddle pool, and the baby starts swimming around in it.
It's all sticky and stucky to it, and then it starts eating it, licking it up like a dinner time.
And then it starts to develop its own baby. So, you got 2 babies in a pocket.
Fucker. What a fuck. I saw Matt Hardy fight one time. The fucker fight punched him right in the face. Joe or something. Joe, something. I don't fucking remember. Anyway, we were, but yeah, so it's.
All the kangaroos my fucking dog.
I call my dog Roo.
I call my dog a fucking bitch because that's what it is. And I eat it.
Oh my God.
To be quite honest, I don't feel anything for it. They're God, then they die, and then we eat.
People think we're Chinese or something, but no, we're just hungry.
I don't even care what accent I'm doing, mate. I'll just fucking kill your dog.
I'm gonna fuck my own sister in front of somebody.
And don't even get me started about the cats.
Wow.
They're not safe.
Lance on Facebook just said that after Cena wins the belt, he's gonna hand it to The Rock, and The Rock is the champion. What do you think about that? Well, I take a piss.
I don't know. I don't think I'd like that.
I don't like that either. It doesn't make sense.
I think with John Cena turning heel, I've seen a lot of people saying he's gonna win the title, he's gonna hold it for a few months, and he's gonna lose to Cody, and then he's gonna turn face and have a redemption. I don't want that. I really don't want Cena turning face anytime soon. And I understand that it's his retirement, so it's probably gonna happen.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Luke for monetize this 500. I'm not gonna lay off the donations.
Well, I don't even need to know who that was. I don't even need to read the screen. Thank you so much, Seabass, for the big donation.
I want to jack off on you. I want to jack off on you.
Thank you, Seabass the Beast. Yeah, monetize this 500's coming up. Luke could win.
It's coming up. I mean, I'm pretty much the favorite, but I was the favorite the last 2 times, and I got screwed over. So
you really
what
are
you
the
gonna
favorite, but it's really the donations have been really quiet for the last couple of weeks. But every single one, or the ones that have been coming in, they mention you. So,
well, think about it. Think about it. When I had the title, Joe wasn't killing him. Ready to kill himself. I lost the title. Joe bought a noose, bro. So
wow,
he's got it prepared. You know, he's got it in his mind now. But when I win that championship back and I get the OG monetize this title in my hands, and I will fight Joe on that. It probably will take him 10 months to send it to me. I don't care. I will get that OG title in my hands. My legacy on this show will rise and beacon. I don't know what I was going to say. I gotta, line, but it doesn't matter.
I got to get to work on that trailer. I got to make like a monetize this 500 trailer. So,
yeah,
because
you know what, you got to get people to fucking cut promos, man. Where's Jay Menace?
That's a great idea. Yeah. In fact, everybody, if you guys do want to cut promos about episode 500 and monetize this, just tweet me on Twitter at MetaWorldOnline. I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, and we'll do like a little, instead of a rant line, it's a promo line.
On X. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just whatever you want to say about monetize this. And maybe use, you know what?
An X on your vagina.
Use the hashtag MT500 because then I can search those too. And just anybody wants to make any promos, comments, questions, or just be like, "Yo, remember the past? Remember back in the day? Monetize this, whatever." I'll use those. So,
man, remember when you and Leah did that thing on that show one time, man? That was
you gotta
crazy.
be kidding me, man! Dude, I definitely.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man.
There's a definite drinking game when you watch NXT, bro. If you hear Booker T say you gotta be kidding me, man, you gotta take a shot. You will do like at least 9 shots, at least.
You gotta be kidding me, man. I don't even know what's going on.
What's going on? I'd rather have Booker T doing that than almost anything else. They should put Booker T on commentary with Cole and Pat. I think that would make that better.
Yeah, Booker T would be great. I loved Booker T on the commentary.
Whoa, your microphone got amazing. Are you in HD now?
Oh, yep. It's because my AirPods died. That's why.
Wow, you sound 10,000 times better. Holy shit.
Oh, okay. Then from now on, I won't be using the AirPods.
Okay. Well, I don't know what. Holy Christ! Like you just became really clear, and it sounds like you're calling from a fucking phone booth before. That's amazing.
All right. Well, great. All right. Well, now I know.
Isn't that
I'm always
great?
wondering, like, oh, what?
Yeah. Well, how much are AirPods? Like $200?
I think even more.
Yeah. See, $200-$300.
My family got me some for Christmas. But they were like the old gen, and then this new gen pair was someone left it at work, like I guess like a customer, and they put it in the back, and it was just sitting there for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And eventually I just asked, like, hey, is this anybody's headphones? And they're like, no, we don't know. And I asked everybody. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just take them. And they're like, okay. Yeah, so I got a free pair of, and these are the new ones, like the Gen 2 or the Gen 3 or whatever. So, and these are the ones that you can like put the little cushions on.
These are the ones that sound like shit. Volume. But they sound like shit.
I guess they sound like shit though, yeah.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, I mean, I'm sure they probably sound really good.
The best. They're supposed to be more for audio, not for, like to listen to, not for like a mic. All those headphones that are like it has a built-in mic, it's never a good one.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're not made for microphone stuff. They're made for
unless
audio.
It has like a literal microphone attachment.
Dude, if I ever buy AirPods, I'll kill myself. Put it that way.
I'll tell you what, man. I thought they were gay at first too. I'm like, dude, you're gonna just lose them, bro. But they're so fucking good. I wear them in the shower too. They're like essentially waterproof.
Wow, when you're rubbing it in there.
Yeah, or like when I'm swimming in the pool or something. I mean, like not when I go underwater, but like, when I'm jerking off in the pool sometimes.
Whoa.
I'm such a fucking piece of shit.
Well, now you're ready
anytime I go over to my like anybody's house who has a pool, I just use their pool and like fucking like float around like a jackass because I don't have any.
You rub one out in their
I love
pool.
going to rich people's houses or like people with more money than me and just pretending that I live there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no, this is my house. This is my dog.
That's what I would do when I would go to parties. Like when I went to one party in Florida that was like a big house like that. I went to one party in Kingston, I think it was Kingston, Massachusetts. Dude, you know what I mean when the fact that this memory stays with me is how I know it was really cool. Like I went to this girl's house randomly at night with Bobby, my friend Bob, and I'm telling you, bro, I was in a mansion, and I still think
they probably
about
didn't even realize you were there.
No, they didn't, because there was their kids throwing a party, and there were a bunch of rich kids throwing a party, and I was invited to it, and I didn't know what I was going to. I had no idea. I went there, and it's one of those things where, dude, there was like the dining room is massive, the kitchen is massive, there's massive living room, massive other rooms, huge bedrooms everywhere, all these different other weird rooms all over the place. And then the basement was like divided up into multiple rooms as well, like a huge tunnels and shit. And the carpet, they put white carpet on almost everything though, so the whole house like decked out almost in white carpet. And
did the whole house kind of look sort of like generic? Was it almost like a McMansion?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, kind of like that with all carpet.
Like you know how Chris Benoit's house looked like? Like, oh, it looks massive on the outside, and you go in and it's very
yeah,
kind of cheap looking almost.
Well, I thought
cheap rich.
I don't know, like I thought, yeah, like I guess maybe you could say that it seemed cheap rich, I suppose, but I thought it was amazing. Like I was like, this is
well, yeah,
amazing.
like I mean, anything is better than where I'm living. So
yeah, like it felt like
where I'm literally almost falling through the floorboards because they're so cracked and broken.
This was a house that at that time, the house we were in, it was probably $700,000, but the house now is probably, it's got to be a $3 million home now.
Yeah.
So
my uncle when he bought his giant house, it was like $1 million back then. So probably now it's worth like 4 times that. He bought it in 2000.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, 2000. Yeah, for sure. 2000, dude. If you sold that house in like 2020 or 2021, like
he sold it to some Indian family like 5 years ago or 4 years ago.
That's crazy.
So it was like a big, yeah. Like it took them years to move out. I remember like they were like, yeah, they're gonna buy it soon, and then for like 3 years they still stayed there. So I don't know, it was weird.
I just loved it. I loved the carpet on everything. Like, it was so big. It was so many cool, like big projector screens and HDs and pool rooms and ping pong rooms.
You ever see a fucking plasma TV, like a big plasma TV?
Oh,
my uncle had one
all the time. Yeah, I mean, I worked at Tweeter, so I sold them every day.
He had this ginormous one. It was so fucking massive. They had a game room like downstairs. They had the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Wii. Then they had like other types of games too, like DS's down there. Then they had fucking like a little gym area right next to it. Then they had a fucking pool room, like a really nice like pool room with a ginormous plasma screen TV. Like every room had like a flat screen TV in it.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, yeah,
but then
that's
they had
wild.
this fucking squawking bird. Like anytime you'd go upstairs, you could just hear this bird going.
Typical rich people.
Yeah, they have to have their bird shout at us.
You gotta have a bird.
We don't even feed the thing.
We call him Mr. Shits.
We called him poor.
Do you say poor?
We called him a poor fucker.
We call him poor fucker.
We spit on him, we come on him, we shit on him, we eat him.
What did Giulia is hurt? That's the reason for the match. Okay, iconic. Thank you. Yeah, I think everybody's saying like this is the reason they had to get the belt off her because she's hurt. But why would you make it the main event then?
I don't know.
I just don't get that. I think we're.
Hey man,
Do you ever see Rocky 3, bro?
Yeah.
No, I know that's like everybody. Isn't that the whole thing with Moxley? Was that he told Punk Rocky 3, like, why are we even gonna have this match if I'm injured? Well, you win, I'll have the match, I win, and then we're like Rocky 3, and then you come back and get a victory. And then Punk was like, I never watched Rocky 3. Like a fucking douche. I hate Punk. I don't know. When you said that, it like brought up what I was angry about
when
earlier,
was
like
that?
20 minutes ago.
When was that? That it was like an interview or something, right? When did he say that? Was that with
Like in
Rosenberg?
2022.
What?
Like in 2022, he said it.
Yeah, he
Or-
was like, I didn't watch Rocky 3 or whatever. Yeah.
And now, if you go to any John Moxley video, you have people who watch Jim Cornette and say the same jokes that he says, and like it's nothing but like, did he watch Rocky 3 though? And like, you know what? Rocky 3 is like one of the most popular fucking movies of all time, and it's like I can fucking tell that Punk said it probably in this like I'm better than you attitude, like I don't watch those movies. I don't watch Rocky 3. But he fucking, I watch sophisticated movies like Tina Fey comedies. Go kill yourself. Fuckface.
I watch movies like Tina Fey Comes 4.
Yeah. Like Tina Fey and Amy Pollard say shit and poo-poo 50 times. I watch those movies. I don't watch Rocky 3.
Punk is like he's like one of those people, man, that if he doesn't like you, it's like he shits on you and you like don't know what to do, and like you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, man." What a weird dude.
Yes, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, there's
I don't
nothing
know what
I
I
can
did.
say to make you like me, or to make you stop doing this. It's like that's what he's like. He's like that. He did that with Rosenberg. Remember, Rosenberg was like, well, you've changed around your, whatever so much. And like, is that something that, you've added to your moveset or whatever? And he's like, don't say moveset, dude. Like, oh my God. Have you seen that? Did you see that interview when he did that?
Oh, but that sounds incredibly douchey. And I think Peter Rosenberg is a fucking asshole, but I'm like, damn, bro.
Oh God, you didn't see this? This is amazing, bro.
No.
This is crazy.
What's so cringy about saying moveset?
It was what God, we gotta find it. When was the interview? It was like before a pay-per-view or before a show. And
now if Rosenberg said something like, oh, do you think it's like, I don't know, like he said some sort of forced industry term,
I mean,
then I'd understand.
It was kind of like that in a way, because he said your move set, and he was like, dude, my move set? What are you fucking?
I mean, yeah, everybody has a move set. What do you think it is?
I can't find it, but it was like there was a girl there too, and that's what makes me.
He should have said Arsenal. That makes it seem tough.
Yeah, it's
Arsenal.
Oh, it's so embarrassing, dude. Does anybody remember when it was from? So I can look it up, because it was from before a pay-per-view or something, and I want to say that what's her face was there too. It was like, oh God, what's her name? Like the Redman or whatever was there. I almost wonder, was he doing that to make it, because like the girl was there, so he was like, let me bury this little fucking. Like,
Yeah,
let me make
you
fun
know
of
what?
Rosenberg.
Probably. You know what? Those fucking women they have are so sexy, bro. If like, dude, what if imagine Kathy Kelly and Jackie Redmond just had like a makeout session on Netflix?
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, in between the breaks, Kathy Kelly and Jackie Redmond are gonna just make out for the next 3
Oh
minutes.
my God, bro! People would be locked in. Like, I've got to see
And
that.
and as the night goes on, they like lose more and more clothes.
What's the pay-per-view before the Rumble?
They didn't have one. I don't. A Survivor Series.
Maybe it was before Survivor Series. Oh God, man, it's so funny. Like I actually played it on the show, and I was like going into it because I was like, this is like, why did he do this to him?
Like we hate Rosenberg, but when people are just unnecessarily douchey to someone, It's like, okay, bro,
I mean, they might
what are
be.
you doing?
I can't tell if they're friend. I mean, he's been doing interviews at Rosenberg for a long time. Like, if you,
Yeah, I mean, they might be in their like little inner circle of
yeah, like making fun of each other, like where it's okay.
No, well,
Oh yeah, the menorahs. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
that's what it
well,
is. Because he did his
forced anti-Semitic humor.
I mean, he's done
Really funny and clever.
Rosenberg's show for years, even before WWE stuff. He was on Rosenberg's show 13 years ago. Like
He was on Opie and Anthony too.
8 years ago. CM Punk.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like, I'm a Jim Norton guy or something. But then, it's funny. I bet like
Kathy
I bet now
Kelly.
he'd be like, I bet now he'd be like, I'm ashamed of it. I didn't know the type of people that I was associating with.
I didn't know what I was doing back then.
Same with Sam Roberts too, probably. That fucking, you know how many things that he used to do that like now you could just, if you brought that up to him, he'd be like, oh, come on. Yeah, do you remember when you used to gaslight a mentally challenged person several times and like make them want to kill themselves? Do you remember that? Do you remember when you used to like make every intern's life a living hell and be like a piece of shit person? Oh well, now I'm a nice guy, Sam Roberts, so it's okay.
Right.
Now I'm friendly, like has a beard. You could probably take a photo with me and my golden retriever, Sam Roberts. Fuck you, fake.
Wow. Get buried.
I hate Sam Roberts so much. I just hate him.
Rosenberg. I wish I could find this. This is driving me nuts. It's really bothering me. Like, I really want to find this for you so you can see it because it's funny.
I almost don't want to just because I feel like I'll have such bad secondhand embarrassment.
I keep finding this other video of Sam Roberts interviewing Punk in a different, like,
Maybe they took it down.
This is from 3 months ago, but it's not the.
Though, when you started coming back,
Case right
Oh shit!
I'ma leave this
Oh
briefcase
shit!
right
Allison
here.
Tuckwab.
I'ma leave this briefcase right here. I'ma leave this briefcase right here. I'ma leave this briefcase right here. Son, run,
Wow.
run, you fat bitch. Run, 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 you fat bitch. Run, 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 you fat bitch. Run, 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 you fat bitch.
Yeah.
Run, you fucking fat bitch. Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Run, you fat bitch.
Yeah.
Run, you fat bitch.
You like this one?
Never run so hard.
No, I'm looking at something, but this I do like this one.
Allison Tuckwab is back.
Run,
She's
you
back,
fat
baby.
bitch.
Happy vacation, guys. Long time no see.
Wow.
Allison Tuckwab, we love you.
The Tuckwab is tucking in.
Thank you so much, Allison. I just wanted to point this out that in the chat, Dicko, I think that's his name. He goes, "I wonder if Seth Rollins got the idea from the stomp from American History X." And then I click on his channel profile, and it's like this guy looks like a neo-Nazi.
Oh boy. Oh
Like,
my
he looks
god.
like he looks like fucking
His
Ed
life
Norton's
is
character.
Yeah, it looks like you got your whole life from that movie. Wow.
Like the fucking beard, the fucking white tank top, the tattoos.
Wow.
I love it. I mean, I don't love that.
I gotta go tuck my kid in a few minutes. Because he's getting out of bed, and obviously he needs me to go up there. I'm still
Punch
looking
him
for
in the
this
head.
interview.
Bro, that's how I put my kids to sleep.
He's back up again though. It's weird. I still can't find this. I can't believe it. Oh, I mean, I'm blown
Maybe
away.
it was that one because it sounded like he was going into what you were saying.
Oh wait. It was Saturday night's main event. That's what it was. I found it. Yes, I got it.
Yes, you're not just one of the best superstars of today. You are a man, a student of the game, if you will.
I try to be. At this point, I think my age dictates that I'm a historian.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So, earliest memories of Saturday night's main event in CM Punk's life?
Gotta be you know,
This is
looking
definitely
for Saturday Night Live.
Right behind us. Look at that.
You can.
Grossly underdressed, and I don't know why I couldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
and by the way, and the move set was so amazing. And
Don't
by
say
the
move set.
sorry, sorry.
Tell
me why. Tell me why. Tell me why.
It's nerdy.
That's garbage.
It's garbage internet wrestling
If you
talk.
say that, you're an idiot.
Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
what else is on the list? No, we're on.
You see how weird it got? It got real weird. Like, don't say
Yeah,
moveset.
no, don't say that. Don't say that.
And then,
but like, what's the other term that you would say for that?
well, I mean, I might say, well, here's the thing. I might make a joke like CM Punk there as well. I might say, like, don't say moveset. Because, like, you know, it's like when I got interviewed by that guy in Rhode Island, and I was like, you know, people are going to come here and die and whatever. And I was making these jokes or whatever. But, yeah, I think but it's like he's serious. And then Rosenberg is such a, you know, I get it, though.
Yeah, send it to me. I'm sorry.
Well, he has to be a dweeb, too, because, like, if I'm an announcer, my job is to put over the talent. So if I come off like a dweeb, good. Because I want Punk to come off cool, and I'm a dweeb. So that is his job technically. But let's listen to it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Oh
yeah.
no, and by the way, and the move set was so amazing. And
Don't
by
say
the
move set.
sorry. Let
Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why.
It's nerdy.
That's garbage.
It's garbage internet wrestling
If you
talk.
say that, you're an idiot.
Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
what else is on the list? No, we're on to something here. This is good. What else?
Punk.
Yeah, he is. Punk is definitely trying to act cool for the pretty lady.
It's because of Redmond, because she's there.
I think he's definitely cheating on AJ.
Yeah, he's banging her. He's banging Redmond.
He is getting laid so hard, bro. Nobody is this friendly with women. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, no one is this friendly with women without having like some being like something in their mind being like, man, I would love to fucking.
And he's like, I'm gonna shit on this guy because I'm so cool. Don't say moveset. And then she's like, "Oh, tell me why, Punk? Take me."
Especially with that outfit that Redmond's wearing, bro. She looks like a fucking French maid almost.
Oh my god, bro! And look at the disappointment. Look at the disappointment on Rosenberg's face. Look how sad he looks. He's like, God damn.
Oh, Jackie, can you pay attention to me?
Yeah. And she's all like, she's
Ramon, you ever have a hooker that was as pretty as Kathy Kelly or Jackie Redmond?
Oh, it depends, bro. Prettier, even. Or just as pretty. It just really depends what's available and what you're willing to pay for.
Jackie Redmond is very, very beautiful.
Should people not? What else?
That's one of he's right. That's one.
So he starts talking over her, and she gives him a weird look now.
Oh God! Especially if you're a wrestler and you say moveset,
No, then you're a total.
That 100% tells me that you don't know what the hell you're doing.
So how about this? The amount of different moves he had though were crazy.
But he was great because it wasn't about the moves. Like all the greats know that it's not about the moves. It's about who's doing them
and how you make people feel
and when you do that.
The way
yeah,
that
I'm sure that's the
is...
excuse that he would use if you asked him, "Hey, why was the last match on Raw nothing but 57 finishers?" It's about the moves you do. It's not about the moves you do. It's about who's doing them.
Basically, whatever Rosenberg says, Punk is going to find a way to say he's wrong, I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Punk likes the whole idea of like, oh, yeah, this guy, he's going to pretend to be like an analyst of wrestling. He doesn't even fucking wrestle. All right, yeah. Okay, little guy.
Yeah,
but then he's also like against that type of behavior. Like, this is why I can't stand Punk, is because he's such a hypocrite. He's against like toxic masculinity and toxic workplace, but then he also seems to like actively participate in that.
Yeah, like nobody should be bullying anybody, but you know what? I might bully you.
Yeah.
But I've earned that.
Yeah, like if you get on my nerves. Like, do you believe anything about the Ryan Nemeth thing?
Like, it would have been nice if he tapped Rosenberg on the shoulder and be like, I'm just messing with you, dude. I was like, we're having a good time. Rosenberg, you poor guy. I'm freaking him out. I'm just going to say, if you say 2 + 2 is 4, I'll tell you it's 6. That's all. It's okay, man. I'm joking around. But, like, he didn't do that. He was like, I'm serious. Everything you say is wrong. The Nemeth stuff, no, I think... Yeah, I think he got slighted like many wrestlers do all the time, every day, and throughout the years of all time. And basically, in this day and age, he realizes this was his last opportunity, so he's going to try to sue people over it. But probably
that's kind of lame.
100,000.
Yeah, maybe fucking Maven should have fucking sued Shawn Michaels for telling him that don't try to act like The Rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Look, that's the thing. When I see those videos of like Maven why I hated this wrestler. It's like, because I had one interaction with him that was kind of like shitty 25 years ago. I hated him. I've always had a hatred for him.
Oh my God!
Holy fuck!
We planned the spot all day.
Holy shit!
Jam it in.
What is going on?
Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Wow!
Oh, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole.
I'm fucking bummed!
Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Audio Jungle.
Oh my God! Immune just dropped a bomb and he didn't even say anything.
That was badass, bro. You deserve many hookers.
Fucking hell, man. It's always the streams that are like, quick stream, nothing special, $500, you know, or something crazy like that. But then it's like, the most important monetize this ever. Nobody shows up.
Right. Oh my God.
Oh, man. That's fucking cool, man.
Let's go,
I'm
brother.
glad.
Holy shit, we're all getting hard tonight, baby.
I'm always hard, especially when
Immune, we want your hole.
Whoa.
I want it too, bro. I'll lick it for you.
What?
Hell, I'll even pay.
What the hell are you saying?
I'll even pay it. I'll lick it for you, Joe.
Oh my God.
There's three of us, Joe.
There's three of us, man. We could do a human centipede thing right now.
Yeah, I know you've had your hookers do that. So how many of your hookers actually come out like alive?
I mean, I don't go that dumb, bro. Dude, I don't have that much money. You got to buy like a shovel and all that to bury bodies. Now I don't got that much money, Jesus, or time.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you something, Joe. What is up with, because you know you've been backstage, you've known a few of these wrestlers, you know, more than a few, I should say. I should give you more credit than that. Like, what's with this Diva-esque complex, like with like people like, you know, like blocking you from Twitter and shit? Because like, I don't know, if I was a wrestler and like I was watching your channel,
who's blocking me? Who's blocking me on Twitter?
Or whatever channels? Hasn't it happened to you before? Where like
back in the day, a while ago.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, if I ran into like a guy like you and I was a wrestler, I'd be like trying to call you up, be like, hey, write me like a fucked up song, or hey Vince, can we get this guy in a storyline? He's funny as fuck. Like, just
You know what wrestlers do when they see people like me? They go, "What a fucking loser that guy is. He wishes he could be a wrestler."
Yeah, but it's like, you're funny though. Like, I don't know, dude. Because if I was a wrestler, I'd be into your show.
I wish
dude.
you were a
Like,
wrestler. I wish you were one of the top wrestlers and you had all this clout. Let's give it up for Immune, baby. Oh, baby. You know who likes me? Immune likes me because he dropped $100. What up, Immune?
No, Immune. We want your
Immune.
Immune drop bombs.
Joe, why don't you just rap? Why don't you just freestyle it right now?
That's a great point, yeah.
The offense of the 100. Now I gotta write into ChatGPT.
It's raining money, baby.
Immune! He didn't say anything, so he gets a song.
Oh my God! Holy shit! Holy
in the spot all day.
What? What the hell?
You to jam it in.
Oh my God!
What is going on?
Holy Christ! See pain!
I did enjoy NXT tonight. This is not a short stream, it's a long stream. Be my champion, Luke. Sell your soul to me.
Wow.
I will. I will, Z-Pain. I sell my soul to you and all. Wait, what did Cody say? I sold my soul a long time to these people in this ring. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I sold my soul a long time to anybody who fucking donates for me. You have a chunk of my soul. All right? Seabass, fucking Randy Viper, Z-Pain, anybody who fucking. Colonel Sanders, you all have pieces of my soul.
Wow.
Colonel Sanders, that's badass.
Yo, man.
Whatever the fuck his
wow.
name was, Colonel Santos.
Colonel.
Oh, I thought,
Colonel
I thought you meant the actual Colonel.
Colonel Succubus. Colonel Succubus. Wow, man. Z-Pain dropping $100, which I think ties. Well, actually, Immune dropped $101, so Immune somehow remains on top, but it's really close. Immune, man, thank you for the 100. He's almost 200 all night. And then Z-Pain dropping fucking $100. We'll put him up there somewhere too. Holy shit, Z-Pain. These people coming out of nowhere. Coming out of the woodwork. Holy shit.
Jesus, man.
It's for the Cronin Pistons.
Yeah, this
for
was
the Cronin Pistons, man.
This was supposed to be
bully
a short
Ramon.
stream.
Fuck
All
it.
right,
We
let's
gotta
bully
cool
Ramon.
off all of
Yep.
Do it, man.
all the cheap
Let me pull my
tricks.
cock out. Say all the awful things you need to say to me. All right, go for it, Luke.
Ramon, what would happen? Like, Ramon, say, like, you see the back of Joe's, the background where you see, like, his computer monitor. What would happen if you woke up and you, like, were in there? Like, you were in that dimension.
What, like in Joe's room or just, like, stuck in the computer monitor, like Lawnmower Man
No,
style?
like, you see, like, the computer monitor, like, whatever, like, trippy vortex thing is going on. Like, what if you woke up and you were in there? Would
Wow.
you be terrified?
Fuck no, bro. I'd be stripping off my clothes and going, oh, let's see what happens.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I mean,
okay,
You
man.
gotta
know what's
go
funny?
with
Listen,
life
man.
gives you,
This
man.
guy
You
is
gotta
out.
go with life gives
Rojas,
you.
this
That's all
guy's
you can answer
this guy's out weirding you. He's out weirding you. You're like,
naked and have prostitutes.
what would happen if you got hit by a bus? And he's like, yeah, well, what would happen if I stuck my dick in a gas tank and then a frog was in there and sucked my pee hole? Like, he's out
You gotta
weirding
go
you.
with life
Me and
gives
my
you,
buddy
man.
from work, our like main joke that we do for is like anything. We turn anything into like, whoa, I don't even want to know what you're doing with that. Like, whoa, I'll even want to know what you're thinking when you do that.
Allison
Dude, that's one
Tuckwab was given a membership by Haystacks Monet.
Yeah, that's one thing I do miss about working retail. When I worked at Sam's Club, I'd always fuck with my buddy who worked at the hot dog cart. Like,
Oh my
'cause
god!
I'd always get that. I'd get that big bag of peanut M&Ms, and like when people were in line, I'd be like, "Oh hey, hey Sam, you want some nuts in your mouth?" As I'm throwing fucking peanut M&Ms in my mouth.
And then he was like, "Hey, how about you want some deodorant? You smell like shit. I don't care what you say. I have to smell you." Like, is that what happened?
I mean, I
Dude,
want to
really
doubt
get
it. Maybe
pissed
at
off
least
people
once.
that don't take showers.
Hey, let me
and
tell
wear
you
deodorant.
something. Non-yeah in the chat says, my girlfriend just said, what the fuck are you watching? Well, tell your girlfriend you're watching a guy that could give her the best orgasm of her life. Okay, that's what you're watching. Tell her that.
Wait, yeah, I mean, it's either Joe or Luke. Either one, man. Either one's a champion.
Yeah, tell her I might be a virgin, but I have a hidden talent that I'm waiting to unleash.
His mouth is not a virgin, if you know what I mean.
I think
Yeah, dude, I'll do the fuck. I'll
think
write
it
my
is.
fucking. I'll write an essay on your fucking pussy lips.
I'll do the Tuskegee experiment on your clitoris, you whore. How about that?
Did anybody ever see the episode of Friends when Monica gives him a list of ways to make girl orgasm? Ha!
Oh my god, dude, does that I don't even remember that. That really happens? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
they-
God, you know
they have
it's
to
so
be very-
weird.
They have to
That's
be very
it's-
subtle about it, but she like takes a sheet of paper and then she like draws like a stick figure or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she like circles like around like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she starts like they have Courtney Cox like basically just like fake an orgasm, and it's really sexy.
Well, it's funny because that's
Courtney
like
Cox.
that's like real life because it's like the show imitating real life because in real life God gave Matthew Perry a list of ways he could kill himself. And
Yeah.
one of those happened
Well, wasn't
too.
it? Don't people think that it was like a murder now?
I think he was given. He was basically, it's like the Michael Jackson situation. Allegedly, it's like one of those things where like he was given drugs that he probably shouldn't have had, and he overdid it, and he died in a tub. But like now the doctors are kind of in trouble because he was over prescribed things he probably, shouldn't have had or whatever.
Oh,
so.
okay.
It's that kind of scenario. Oh,
It really
that's
sucks, man.
understandable.
Like that shocks me that even happened. I'm like, are you fucking serious, Chandler?
I mean, it depends. If he was in pain or
Chandler?
something, like I can understand, like
I'm
him
sure he'd appreciate
overdosing on
me.
it.
I'm sure he'd appreciate me. Like he's dead, and I'm like, well, Chandler Bing. Oh no, not Chandler. Like not like no care about who he was as a person. Like
Well,
or
it's
what his
hard to,
name
yeah.
was. He's
Because that's what
Chandler
we
to
know
me.
him as, is the actor.
Yeah.
Fucking Chandler.
Thank God that
That's
wasn't
what
my
comes to
name.
me.
My name was Chandler in real life. Can you imagine that? 'Cause, like,
Yeah, Chandler.
I would
Cronin.
immediately feel like, wow, I've got to become a millionaire someday. Like, I can't have the name and be like fucking a loser. My name's Chandler. Like,
Dude, you know what I hate about sitcoms is that they're always like so Chandler was supposed to be like before he started dating Monica, he was supposed to be like this guy who would have like, oh, he sucks at relationships and like he was kind of like the loser sort of guy. But like he always had like a really hot girlfriend. Like every episode was him getting like laid by a really hot girl. So but then like, oh yeah, man, I'm not like I can't get lucky with women. It's like, what are you talking about? You just fucked like 50 girls in the span of like a season.
Yeah. So Chandler's like me. He complains all the time, even when things are good. He's like, oh man.
Yeah, complains.
It's like
Yeah,
fucking.
like you know what's funny? Yeah, Joe does do that. Like because he always talks about Joe right now. He always talks about like 2018, 2019. These were my best years. I wish I could go back. I was so happy and hopeful. But then you go back to them and it's just him complaining about something else. I mean, like, my life sucks, man.
At
I
what
can
point are we
fucking
going to
hate it."
realize this guy will never be happy unless he's like a billionaire, maybe? And then even then,
Yeah,
like
no, even
one
if
of
you're
his
a
kids will
billionaire,
get
you'd be
sick.
complaining about something.
Yeah.
Like the taxes from the IRS, man, are just insane.
Yeah.
But I think
Joe would
the whole,
never be
like,
happy, bro. He wouldn't be able to live with himself if he's completely content with everything.
Yeah, it won't work. And then when if
I
I
mean,
did get
that's
everything,
true.
I'd get cancer or something, and I'd be like fucking dying.
Exactly, bro. When Joe gets a terminal illness, dude, those trolls are gonna be so fed up with Joe.
Shut up!
Like every day he talks about his cancer. Like we get it.
We get it. You've got a inverted saline cystule albatrosity.
You have a tumor the size of a baseball. Shut up. It's like bulging from your eye.
Yeah.
But then you're still complaining. You're still complaining like on the deathbed, like Leah's talking to you. You're just like, WWE should have hired me. They should have cursed in my video. If only I didn't curse in my video that I sent. Damn it.
Well,
on his deathbed, that'd be funny as shit.
But it's not even the video that I sent. It's the video that I had for my WWE 2K commentaries. They should have watched the video that I sent that didn't have any cursing. And Leah's like, yeah, Joe, I know you've told me 50 times. Can
it's
you
like
just
the
die of
football
the tumor
player
already.
It's like Al Bundy.
Can you just die of the tumor
I threw
already?
4 touchdowns in that high school game.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
If only I didn't break my fucking ACL.
Ooh.
I carried that goddamn game. Nobody helped me out. I should have been a champion.
Now, Rosie O'Donnell moved to Ireland, which is, I got to give her credit, because that bitch said she was gonna leave the country the first time Trump was president. And she didn't, but now apparently she did. Rosie O'Donnell moved to Ireland. Apparently, did you know that?
What the really?
Moved to
Wow.
Ireland. Rosie O'Donnell moved to Ireland after Trump election. We'll consider returning when it's safe. Oh, you fucking bitch! Stay there. Stay there, you cow.
Just stay in
Yeah,
Ireland,
what's so
man.
unsafe about you? You live in a fucking mansion, you cunt. You live
Right.
in
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
LA in an LA mansion with your liberal friends in your liberal bubble. It's not safe here. You know what? It wasn't safe there years ago because LA is filled with fucking people who want to kill you.
Well, the fires might have
Nowhere
taken
you
out her
go
home.
is safe. Ireland will get raped by a guy at a pub.
Come over here, you fucking, you big doiker, huh? Oh, that's Australia. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't do it. Break your I'm gonna break me cock over your face.
I'm gonna break this glass over your doik head.
Nobody can do an Ireland.
Wait, that's
Irish
Scottish.
accent, bro.
I'm Irish.
Oh man, don't you hate that shit, bro? When,
I
like,
can't
you're
do
trying to
Irish
an Irish
accents.
accent. Yeah, and you're doing Australian. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh, good to see you here in Scotland, there, Rosie.
Whoopi Goldberg and Bono to leave America now.
We
Nah, I wouldn't
raped
care if
Bono,
Bono left.
now we're gonna rape you.
Bono's a little short shit. I fucking always hated that guy.
Whoopi Goldberg. You know what? Take Rachel Maddow too. Does anybody remember? Did I ever tell this story about does anybody remember the fucking Tom and Jerry, like, I don't know, there was a Tom and Jerry collection on a DVD like set or whatever that I bought as a kid. And the opening of each DVD started off with a message from Whoopi Goldberg being like, it's Whoopi Goldberg. And, you know, this show was made in during some times where things weren't so politically correct. And there was a certain character that really doesn't reflect what the show's created. It's something like
Oh
that.
my God,
and
they
how,
gave like a fucking PSA warning before the thing?
like the big, you know, the big black lady that used to chase
Do you
around
still have
Tom?
Wow.
Like,
You still have
they
those?
still had her. They still put her in, but then they had to give a PSA like,
A trigger
she
warning?
could be offensive to some people. It's
Oh
shut
my
the fuck up,
God.
dude, I'm a little kid, bro. I don't care.
Like, nobody
Dude, I always
knows,
liked that
bro.
lady. I thought she was funny. Like the big giant black lady who was just nothing but a pair of legs, who would be
Yeah,
like,
bro, like-
"What are you doing, Tom?"
Yeah.
I'm fucking up this mouse.
I'm fucking up this mouth. But for reals, DVDs, Luke?
What?
Do you still have that collection, Luke, or not?
Yeah, probably some in a pile of scratched DVDs in a fucking box downstairs.
Damn, I didn't even think like,
I didn't
wow,
take care
really?
of my DVDs at all when I was just.
Hey, bro.
Me and my mom would drive my fucking dad crazy because my dad, after he got divorced with my mom, he would always like get mad at me for like leaving DVDs out. He's like, "You're just like your fucking mother. She would do the same things. You put them in the box. It's not that hard." And so he gave me like this big collection of DVDs that were like, he's like, "Now I just want you. I want them back, but you know, you can have them for this weekend." And then I made sure to like really take care of them. But then there was one DVD that like, for whatever reason, I just couldn't find, and like I lost it. And he would always bring it up to me for years and years before he died. He would always be like, "Yeah, and you still lost that Dragon Ball Z DVD that I gave." I'm like, "That was fucking 10 years ago. Get over it. You're dying, all right?"
Damn, that's nuts, bro. I mean, I get his like thing, but fuck, because my dad kind of had the same problem with me too. But like, he wouldn't go that far. He'd just be like, "Oh, you're not putting them in the case. You're gonna leave them there. All right, well, that's trash. So if you don't start picking up your DVDs, I'm just gonna throw them in the trash." Like, yeah, my dad wouldn't yell at me for dumb shit like that. He would just be like, "Oh, you're not gonna pick it up. All right, I'll just throw it away."
King of Hueco Mundo, Whoopi Goldberg did try to attack the Trump impersonator that's been trolling Alec Baldwin. Listen, I think that Trump impersonator came off like a douche. I'm going to tell you right now. It was nothing like funny to me. I just didn't find it to be funny. I just felt it to be mean spirited. Like, I don't think Alec Baldwin meant to kill that lady. So like going up to him when you can tell that Alec Baldwin's life is kind of fallen apart because of that, and he's probably like very miserable because of that, just going up to him and being like, "You're a murderer. You killed a woman. You killed a woman." All because what? Because he did a Trump impersonation and said some things he didn't like about Trump. Like, fuck that. I don't know. I find that whole thing to be douchey. Just because it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, it was a shitty situation, but it's not his fucking fault. If anything, it was the armory lady's fault. The gun fucking prop lady. That was her fault. It was her responsibility, and she let a fucking a loaded gun on set. So I just can't blame Alec Baldwin and be like, yeah, you murdered a lady, and like get in his face and like clearly you can tell he wants to kill you because you're like bringing up some negative shit about like for no reason at all. I don't know.
Yeah,
I find that whole video to be obnoxious, and I usually find those types of videos to be obnoxious in general.
No, I mean, it is obnoxious. I'll agree with you there because, like, you know, when the reports came out, they were trying to make it seem like Baldwin brought the gun on set, and that wasn't necessarily the case. The armory lady handed it to him, and it was loaded. So it wasn't really his fault. She just didn't expect the shit.
Man, I don't expect you to be alive soon because I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, it's not like you did some shit like that. Exactly.
No, I wasn't talking about Alec Baldwin. I was talking about you.
Well, you gotta hurry up, man, before all these STDs get me, bro. You're.
Oh my god! Literally everything you do and say is about like revolves around sex, man. It's a sad existence. You think that you're living a high life. You think you're living a fun life. But once you strip away all the sex and the hookers and the blow, what do you have? A hotel room?
Well, no, I mean, I live in a house, but no, I get what you mean. Like, but that's why I have. But that's why I have sex, bro. I got nothing else, brother. That and like video games.
That's specific, my friend. You need to get a family.
Oh, fuck that, bro. Any guy that I met that's had a family
that you love and hug them.
Yeah, man, forget that. I don't know if I'm built for that, bro.
You don't
like,
even need to get married just to find a friend.
Fuck that, bro. I ain't gonna do all that. I love being by myself.
Literally go kill yourself.
Why? STDs are gonna do it. That'd just be a waste of a knife, bro. That'd be a waste of a knife or a gun or a bullet, bro. The STDs are already gonna do it. I love you, Luke.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. Well, I kind of wish there was another big donation bomb to fucking spark some more energy, but man, it's crazy, bro. $200 tonight. Like 200 plus with all the other donations. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool. Cronin didn't even have to. Cronin didn't even have to bust out the kisses, and he got that much. That's pretty awesome.
What are you talking about?
Oh, the Cronin kisses. The thing I always request before Cronin leaves. You know, just so I can get a quick nut off.
I don't know about you, but I don't like talking about no kisses, man. All right, I ain't like that. I don't know about you, but I don't find that stuff to be funny. I don't like that type of stuff. All right, you're weird.
Of course. But doesn't mean I'm never gonna stop loving you, Luke.
Yeah, I don't like to joke like that, friend. All right, well, loving you. What are you talking about?
Just like, your opinions and everything. You keep wrestling honest, man. Like, I'm glad that you shoot that out.
All right, man. All right, you're sounding weird, friend. All right, I don't know what you're doing. Stop trying to be.
It's all right to get weird. It's all right to get weird sometimes. Just go with it.
That's all I'm saying. The villain, Luke. What do you think of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Dayama? I didn't watch Dayama yet, and I'm waiting for the English dub to come out. Yeah, I'm not exactly that excited to see it. Just because from what I've seen of it, it just seems like Dragon Ball fan service, the show. And that's kind of what Dragon Ball has turned into, is like fan service, nostalgia moments that get people to go, "Oh my god, this is peak." I don't know. I kind of wish that nothing after Z happened. Maybe GT. That's kind of what Dragon Ball has turned into, is like fan service, nostalgia moments that get people to go, "Oh my god, this is peak." I'm literally hearing the same thing. I kind of wish that nothing after Z. What's going on?
She's married.
Maybe GT. That's kind of what Dragon Ball has turned into, is like fans.
Was that always?
Fuck.
What the hell was that? I came back and my computer's breaking and is almost broken. When I came back, my whole page was white and it was saying like reload. because my computer constantly crashes now. So when I hit reload, it reloaded the stream and started playing the stream. So that's what was happening. I'm sorry. It looks like
Very strange.
we've devolved into Dragon Ball Z. Unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
As always.
I gotta love those dragon nuts. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Dragon nuts.
I made fun.
Dragon Balls.
Do you remember when I called Gavin the other day and he was like, and I was like, yeah, it's not Superman and Batman anymore. Now it's fucking Jujutsu Tokaku or whatever. And he was like, oh, and he hung up on me. Were you there for that, Luke?
No, he was like, I bet Goku would whoop your ass.
Oh yeah, that's what he said and hung up on me. Yeah.
That's funny.
He
That's
would,
what he
man.
said.
He would whoop
You know,
your ass,
Gavin sounds like Gavin treats me like Troy.
Gavin probably would get along with Troy really well. I mean, he's probably met him.
Yeah. Probably.
He's probably. I don't know what your situation with Troy is. So I don't know if you guys were close friends or if he was just your gaming buddy.
I mean, kind of gaming buddy, but he was like he's weird. He's like a friend, a coworker first, and then a friend, and then a coworker friend, and then a gaming friend, and a friend, and no,
and then conversational enemy.
Kind of like that, yeah. Like he says,
just be like,
Leah's dad said that. Leah's dad goes, "Who's that guy who constantly?" He gets a kick out of him. He's like, "Who's that guy?" I guess that like. Always, whenever Dan writes something on his Facebook that's like whatever, he pops in to be like "fuck you," basically. And I guess her dad was laughing at the not necessarily because of the politics, but like he was like, he's just laughing at this guy's always shitting on Dan. Like what the fuck? Although he probably agrees with him, so I'm probably on my own island. But funny.
Well, yeah, is your father-in-law like liberal?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably his whole side of her family is.
I mean,
you might be the odd one out.
I was, but yeah, no, everybody hates me now. People used to like me, but they don't like me now.
They're like,
we love you, Joe. We'll always love you, Joe.
But yeah,
no, Joe is really obnoxious about it. Like he like now, anytime he gets to a family gathering, he's gonna be wearing like the Trump hat, Trump shirt,
like the MAGA hat.
Like we won or something.
We won. No, I would never. No, like I have like a way darker like feeling about it. I don't feel like I don't usually buy flags and people's shirts and stuff like that. I'm more so like, yep, you guys wanted to do this the last 10 years, so now you got this. Haha, let's watch how, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. Like, okay, you want to stop Bernie Sanders from running for president? Okay. I'm going to laugh at
that guy was getting mad at you. He's like, why would you do this? They're taking away our Social Security, and Elon's being a meanie head.
I don't remember who said that.
Why don't you just support funding an endless war?
Yeah, fund the endless war. That's why. Like, I don't want to fund a war. I don't like war, and I think they just signed a peace deal.
I think that people seem to really underestimate how much people don't like war. Like they're like, yeah, the stuff with the tariffs are annoying, but I don't know. I think it'd be nice if we ended Ukraine. What? You want to end the Ukraine war? What do you want, Russia's side?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I don't get. I'm like,
I don't want to get too political because I don't really know too much.
I'm on the war. I'm on the anti-war side. I'm on the anti-war side. Damn it.
That's always why. That's always why I really started to like Tulsi during the 2020 debates, was because she was the only one that's talking about stuff that like legitimately frightened me.
Yeah. Tulsi was great. Matt Cologne. These are also all former Democrats.
Joe's Internet Fund and Life.
Oh, Matt Cologne, thank you. Thank you, Matt Cologne, for the $10. My internet fund and my life. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, dude. No, really nice of you, bro, because, oh, God, man. Thank you. That's so nice, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt Cologne.
Always supporting the show. He's kind of a cunt.
GSTS asks, who is Millie Bobby Brown? I've never watched Stranger Things.
What?
What?
Go watch Stranger Things because it's fun.
Is she really married?
I think it's just a fun show.
Is she really married? Are you serious? Are we being serious? Like, she's actually married?
Yeah, Millie Bobby
fuck,
Brown's
I feel
married.
old
Yeah.
now.
Oh my! Who the
Fucking
fuck
hot
is
as hell,
married?
too.
Who is she married to?
Some other 20-year-old.
I
Oh,
can't.
shit.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy. I mean,
Some
they are
British
old
dude.
now.
Some British blonde dude.
I started.
But yeah,
When did I
she's
marry
fucking-
Leah?
I always had a crush on her when I was younger, and now she's just fucking. She looks like a fucking Barbie model or something. She looks hot as hell.
That's.
But I guess that's weird for
What is
everybody else 'cause
happening
they're
in
not
the like?
same
What is
age.
going on?
Super chat party.
Oh my God! From India, Prayesh.
Hi Joe. Not being to send super chat from India.
Prayesh Muhamdar. Not being able to send super chat from India. Why not? I mean, you just sent one. What does that mean? Wait a minute. What does that mean, Prayesh? You sent one. You're in India, and you just sent one from India. So that.
Prayesh Munda.
Let me tell you, Prayesh Muhamdar. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something.
Let
My
me-
son Prayesh would never donate to this show ever again.
Wow! Oh my God! Holy shit!
We play the spot all day.
It's Z-Pain again!
I want you to jam
Wake up!
it in. Oh, it's in your bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole.
Audio Jungle.
Take your vitamins and say your prayers immune.
Vitamins.
Luke and Joe emergency top 7 sitcoms all.time.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Z-Pain. You are a fucking beast.
Z-Pain.
You're fucking awesome, bro.
Oh.
Top 7 sitcoms of all time.
Wow. That's gonna be.
I don't know if I can put it in particular order, but
Well, here it comes. Here it comes. You gotta play it. You gotta play it for Z-Pain.
number 7.
Number.
Z-Pain. Spain, he is insane. About to drop $1,000, making it rain. Drop the donation train. All in the name of the king. Z-Pain, he insane. Yo, it's no game. Drop another donation. I'm hearing Joe Cronin's name. Z-Pain, Z-Pain.
Yeah.
Z-Pain, make it rain. Z-Pain, make it rain. Z-Pain.
Oh my God.
Z-Pain.
105 freaking dollars.
Z-Pain
is healing the show.
Z-Penis.
Oh man, let's see that penis.
All right, we got so 7. Now he said sitcom, right? So does that mean
Top 7 sitcoms.
what
So I'm
defines a
assuming he
sitcom?
means
Is that comedy?
like the studio audience stuff.
So it could be generally that's a comedy. Then really, it's not like
Well, yeah, situational comedy.
yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the
What
same
are we-
page. $105. Thank you, Z-Pain.
So I would have to say that I don't. Okay, so for number 7, oof. I mean, I don't know if I can list them like in numbers because I feel like it would change. But, what would I put for number 7? Fuck, this is tough. I don't know.
All right. Well, it's easier. It's probably going to be harder. I almost think it's harder for Luke in a way because like sitcoms kind of went away. Like I want to say
No,
like
you know what? All right, I'll put
I know,
for
would
number
only Johnny
7.
be
I'm gonna put the
considered a
George
top
Lopez show. I like that show a lot when I was growing up.
All right, I'll give you that. That a lot of those episodes were funny.
my list is going
George
to be
Lopez
dated.
before he turned into just like Trump hating hack. And
No, I'm
like
talking
old.
about the early seasons. Yeah, bro. Like
Yeah. Like his show that he had that was on Nick at Night. That show, by the way, like is infamous for always playing when everybody woke up like on their couch at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and that show would be playing. Like everybody has that sort of memory.
yeah, bro. Same here.
What about you, Joe? What about your number 7?
I'm trying to write them like so I'm just writing all mine down like as fast as I can, like Married with Children, Three's Company, All in the Family, Family Matters, Fresh Prince, and I might eliminate some of these, but I'm just trying to write them all down, like
No
sitcom.
Home Improvement. No Home Improvement in there.
I liked Home Improvement.
My mom's been watching that a lot.
I guess I could put that on there and see if it stays. Wasn't like my favorite thing, but I did like it for a time. God, I'm trying to think of all the other ones. Like,
did you watch Martin?
No.
Martin was pretty cool.
Oh my God! What the hell?
Oh my fucking God!
What the hell? What?
We plan the spot all day.
Oh my God! Immune is taking over again.
I want you to jam it in. Oh,
it's Immune.
Who do you think it is?
God, he's taking over the top spot again! And he just drops the biggest one of the night. $106 from Immune. Play the shit. Play the shit. Play the shit.
Bombs be dropping. Immune drop bombs.
Yes! Yes!
Let's go!
This is unbelievable!
It's raining money, baby.
Wow.
That's it.
He barely let Z-Pain breathe.
This is turning into a grudge match of donations.
Right. It's also turning into rape.
Immune drop bombs.
Where's Hardcore? Even enjoy it.
I don't know why I said that. It's gonna be one of them nights, Fest Love. Daddy! Immune!
Oh yeah, dude.
Man, we had a goal of 100, now we're at 515. Holy jumping jack-o'-lanterns and fucking... Oh, I'm sorry.
Really,
I couldn't.
Joe?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
No,
So
it's fine, man.
do you want to know what? Now I got to tell you, Grok has a list. Grok's list is really interesting. So I'm gonna read Grok's and I'm gonna see if there's any I want to steal. And by the way, these are my favorite. They're not like what do I think the all-time are. And by the way, they're calling Curb Your Enthusiasm a sitcom. Is that a sitcom?
I mean, some people would. I guess you can. I think when people mean sitcom, they're referring to the studio audience thing.
Yeah, define. Wait a minute. Z-Pain,
Yeah.
can you define it, man? Do you mean because it was Z-Pain that asked, I believe. Z-Pain, can you define it if you mean like a sitcom of like a comedy with a
You donated $50. I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50.
I can't even
you
speak.
You donated $50, motherfucker boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Holy crap! I forgot that's a $50 donation.
Fuck
Jesus
it.
Christ!
Fuck it! I'm gonna drop some shit up in this. Oh,
I knew as soon as I saw a quick stream, I'm like, this ain't gonna be a quick stream.
That's usually what it is. Oh my God! Seabass the Beast. Fuck it.
That's crazy.
All right, so I've made a list.
That's crazy.
And
well, no, wait, we got to get that Z-Pain. You got to tell me because, dude, like if you're talking about my favorite TV shows of all time, like I would put like Rescue Me on here. But if you're talking about sitcom, like TV audience comedy, that sort of thing, like I think that's what this means. Then,
yeah, Z-Pain, drop another 100 and we'll
no,
have
you
some
don't have to, you can write it in the chat. But I mean, like it's like
I know you can. Just
but Curb Your Enthusiasm's not a sitcom. It's like they you know, it's like a filmed thing. It's a different thing. But I mean, if it's a...
you could, I guess, because it is a situation, but, you know, I think they know what you mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Luke, Seabass just dropped $50, and he said, fuck it. That's what I say every day when I wake up. got no energy. Yeah, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, yeah. Yo, my kid needs a dentist appointment. Fuck it, my kid needs to go to school. Fuck it, my kid needs a doctor. Fuck it, my kid needs a better school. Fuck it, my kid hurt his leg, needs a band-aid. Fuck it, my kid needs to learn about math. Fuck it, my kid has a question about sex education. Fuck it, my kid needs help. Fuck it, my wife needs help. Fuck it, my neighbor needs help. Fuck it, I'm in bad health. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck everything, man. Fuck it, fuck it.
All right. We'll figure it out what Z-Pain says. He retracted it though. He might have to come
He said, "My bad. I meant family sitcom."
Okay, so yeah,
like,
okay, all right. So no Curb Your Enthusiasm, none of that.
Yeah. No, like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say too. Would that count? Yeah. So all right.
Okay.
So family, obviously, what you said, family matters. Home Improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
So,
guess.
So for my number 7, I was really thinking about it, and I was thinking about shows that I kind of really like and that I owned the DVDs to.
Mm-hmm.
So for 7, I had Becker.
Wow.
You ever seen Becker before with Ted Danson?
Yeah, Becker is pretty cool. I used to watch that
I
with
really
my
just
dad.
liked that show. I really liked the vibe of it. I liked that he was just a fucking asshole.
Does The Simpsons count? Does The Simpsons count then?
I mean, that's like animated.
Yeah, it's animated. It doesn't count, yeah. Friends would be some people's.
For 6, I had George Lopez because I just have so much nostalgia for that.
Dude, those first 4 seasons, bro. Those first 4 seasons of George Lopez had me dying, man. Especially
I think it was like 4 or 5, yeah. And what I really liked about it was that it had a lot of like stories that would carry through the entire season, or like lots of 2 or 3 parters, or like if something happened earlier in the season, it plays like a big role throughout the season. So I liked the show a lot. I thought it was really well written, and just funny too. I don't know. George Lopez used to be funny and not like guy who's angry at Trump. Like a lot of everybody is now. Like so many famous people that are like, man, remember he was great, and then he started getting angry about Trump.
What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't wait to see that De Niro movie with all those allegories to Trump. It's going to be so obvious. Number 5, I have Will and Grace because it's a gay, it's a super gay show, but I don't know. I watched it a lot with my mom and my sister, so.
I don't know. That doesn't.
Fabulous.
I mean, that shit was pretty fucking funny, bro. Will and Grace. I mean, especially her like
there was
lesbian.
There was an episode with Jack Black in it that I think that the whole episode must have been like they were on drugs filming it because I'm serious. Like it almost felt like there was no script and they're like, yeah, just go in and just do fucking crazy shit. Just say crazy things and be weird. Yeah, the best episodes of the series are like season 6, and it's like when Grace leaves for a little bit because she's like pregnant in real life.
Will and Grace makes me think of the Dave Chappelle, the first episode where he's doing the black white supremacist, and he goes, "If there's something wrong, there's not something wrong with you. There's something wrong with Will." It's like Will and Grace, they trying to make you gay, condolingus rice, black people. Like they all stink. Like,
oh man!
Oh my god!
Dude, I can go back and watch that fucking
the Chappelle Show
fucking episode of Dave Chappelle Show, like, because bro, I don't know how many times I watched that skit on YouTube or just on Netflix or wherever it's on now. Like probably more than like 100 times now, and I still laugh like it's the first day I watched it.
Oh my god! PM Ejac, dude, you just fucking blew my mind. I gotta rethink my whole fucking list. All right, get rid of fucking Becker. All right, yeah, get rid of Becker. Move down George Lopez. I want to move Will and Grace up to 6. George Lopez to 5. And then for 7, I want to do Reba.
Wow.
Reba?
I love Reba, bro. That's a great fucking show. I love that shit.
So
Reba wasn't
My
bad.
lips are planted in the past.
These are all shows that these are shows like I
show.
didn't watch. Like I didn't really watch Reba. It was on. I remember sort of seeing it, but I didn't watch it. Becker, I didn't really watch either, but I know it was on. I heard about it all the time, but I didn't watch it. You know what I mean? But like I think
You know what?
my list is more
With
80s.
that person saying Reba, I think I have to rethink the whole list, and I think Reba would probably be way higher. But for right now, I'm going to focus on the rest of the list. I got Friends at number 4 right now. I've watched so much Friends. It's like I've watched literally every season probably like 10 times. Besides maybe the first one. Just fucking really like that show. 3, I have Everybody Loves Raymond. I just love that fucking show. I think everybody, every actor on that show just has such great chemistry, and
I like that
there
one.
was so many scenes that felt like just the audience, you can tell, were really genuinely laughing and didn't feel like so canned and forced. Like it felt like these scenes were really fucking getting these people to laugh like their balls off. Fucking like Robert, the guy who plays Robert, is hilarious in that fucking show.
Oh yeah, dude, he was my favorite character.
Ray Romano is really fucking funny. You know, the wife is a bitch. Like that's probably like the biggest complaint I have to have for the show is that Deborah is such a bitch. But he's so stupid that you can almost understand it. But she's such a fucking bitch.
It's kind of like in Home Improvement. Like Jill is kind of like, you know, because she's really.
But Jill is understandable, sort of understandable.
But again, Tim's a real big idiot. Again, he's a moron. So it's like, yep, I can see why you're mad. Like he's fucking stupid.
But Deborah is just, I don't know. She just comes off so condescending and like just belittles him at every chance. I don't know. But at the same time, like Raymond's mother is such a cunt to her, and they have, oh my God, Raymond's mother is hilarious in that show. She reminds me so much of my grandma.
We love her, man. Grandma's boy. Remember when she? Oh God, she just died.
Oh, grandma's boy.
Yeah, she was so good in that.
She seems like literally like the most grandmother person you would ever see.
I like when
she literally has the build of like when you think of grandma, like you think of her.
She looks like my mom. My mom looks like this now, you know. She looks like my mom. My mom is that way.
Number 2.
Okay, keep going.
Number 2, I have That 70s Show.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
fucking love that show.
Especially when Leo came on. Fucking
when that show came on, I stopped everything, bro. Like that was, and you know what? My favorite character used to be Hyde, and it is weird now with the whole thing. But I always thought he used to be the coolest.
Oh, the whole rape thing, the whole raping people
in the
thing.
last few years, I've really started to like Eric. Like I think he might be my favorite character now. Just because Topher Grace had such like, he was so sharp with his humor. Like he could have been a great Spider-Man, which is funny because he's in the Spider-Man movie. But yeah, he was just really, really good in that show. And Red is awesome. Fucking RoboCop guy. And there were so many like gags that I think like really, really worked and still work to this day. I just liked how much personality the show had, and like each transition was always like a fun little like them dancing in this like shitty, terrible 70s background, but it was charming. And yeah, I really love that show, and it brings a lot of nostalgia. It's too bad that now every time you watch, you got to be like, oh yeah, and that one guy became a rapist.
Masterson. Well, he didn't become a rapist. He always was a rapist. It came out to light.
Oh, was he a rapist during that show?
Before that show, bro. There was allegations even before the show, bro. When his career started,
Damn.
that's like, yeah, it's bad how deep that hole goes. You look back.
Oh yeah, dude. And then you go into them with the child stuff and like how they were fighting against child trafficking and porn stuff. But then again, he was doing that, and they're all involved in people that did that stuff. So why are they doing that? So is it some kind of front or something? But yeah, no, Family Matters. Rick Shaw in the chat said Family Matters.
No, they probably don't even view what they
Matters.
did. They probably didn't even view what they did as that, because those types of people are like such narcissists, and like, no, dude, that wasn't. It's not what I did, man. I'm not a rapist. That was just some fucking bitch. She was just being a bitch, bro.
This is a hard list to pick for me, so I don't even know. I still don't even know.
Oh, and then
There's
number
things I'm
one is King
forgetting.
of Queens for me. I love that.
King of Queens. I do like. See, I like that 70s show, King of Queens, and Everybody Loves Raymond. Those are all like ones that if I had a top like 15, they might be on that. But because you gave me 7, I went with 7. I guess I don't know. But yeah, I think that like I want more. I want to list more because I really like more. There's more sitcoms I really like. So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all these placements can change. Like people are bringing up Fresh Prince, and you know what? I liked Fresh Prince a lot when I would catch it on TV, but I don't think I've ever been able to like fully sit down and watch all of it. You know, maybe I got to do that sometime.
yeah, the
I will say that the Fresh Prince house has always been like my dream house. Like I know it's not real; it's a set, but just such a nice looking. Like I would love to live there.
I always thought like it's a really nice house, but it feels like it should be bigger. Like we never saw the whole house at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, no, yeah, you only see the living room.
Yeah.
That goes up to the upstairs, and then you see like the beautiful kitchen. You see the pool room. You don't see like the front of the house of what that looks
yeah,
like.
like the front, like the house is huge. This guy's a fucking judge, like a big judge in Bel Air, and we just see the living room area, the little kitchen, and it just feels like no, this house should be
The kitchen
way
ain't
bigger.
little
Oh, you're
at
right.
all.
The
The
kitchen
kitchen's
is kind of
big as
big,
hell.
but it should be bigger. I just feel like it should be like this house should be bigger.
Wouldn't you love if that was your kitchen? Like, what I would fucking kill to have that as my kitchen, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
would be
a pretty
crazy.
dope kitchen.
Dude,
But that's one thing
The
I
one
loved
thing I
about
will
that
say is
show.
that their couch seems a little small. Like that little living room area
Yeah.
does seem to be like that would be probably not the most used area in the house because in that house there has to be like 3 different like types of living room areas.
Yeah, I mean, even my kitchen now. I when we got this house, I felt like I was, you know what I mean? I felt like it was a mansion, because if you guys remember my old house and where I used to live, it was a short little thing with a sink over here and the cooking over here, and you walk through this tiny little room. It's a tiny little thing. So when we moved in here, I was like, oh my God, this feels like a goddamn mansion kitchen to me. So, you know, I mean, it's not the Bel Air one in that show, but
And then you look in your fridge and then you realize, oh, this is why we're not in a mansion.
Oh, there's no food.
Because I have a fucking packet of yogurt that's been sitting in there for 8 months.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm pretty bad with my fridge. I have a bunch of shit like sitting there for months.
Yeah, I got pussy, I got hair, I got the hooker thing, I got another hooker related object, something to do with my penis.
We've usually got food because my mom
I'll
likes
put
to
some
take the
KY
kids.
jelly in there, but I ain't putting no body parts in the fridge again, Luke. I'm lazy. That's too much
dude,
work.
you're the
for me.
fucking ice truck killer from fucking Dexter, bro.
Dude, that's a lot of work, bro. To be a killer, you gotta like get lemon scent. You gotta figure out where to bury bodies. You gotta cut them up
Yeah,
in
you
a
paint
certain
their
way.
fingernails.
Unless you don't care. If you don't care if you get caught or not, then it doesn't matter that much. You just
Bro, that's
wing
just
it.
a lot of shit to do. I want to play video games. I want to watch wrestling. I want to watch this show. You know, I want to participate in the show. Like serial killing, that's a lot to commit to, bro. Just I'm too lazy for that shit.
Yeah.
Winning. Man, I've fallen down the Dexter rabbit hole again. I've since watching that
It's a good show.
series finale
It's a
of.
good
All
show.
right, I don't know if it's a series finale or a season finale. I don't know. They might make another season of Original Sin, but I love Dexter, man. Even no matter how many times it ends terribly, I think I'm always gonna come back to it. Like someone said that, wow, Dexter is really trying to compete for like the king of bad endings. It's like like they've had 2 possibly worst endings that you could possibly have to a series. And they're like, well, we're going to try it
It's
again.
like the X-Files.
And I almost kind of want it to end terribly again just so they can bring it back.
It's the X-Files. The X-Files did that too. I feel like they come back and then it's like, that's okay. You know, whatever.
Yeah, like when you find out, but the X-Files, I hate that shit because it's always like, well, it turns out that he was his father the whole time. Like,
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
kind of weird.
The
Yeah.
aliens.
So, like,
lame.
The aliens do
it
have
got pretty
penises.
lame at the later seasons. It was getting pretty lame. I like the early seasons of X.
I didn't even
that-
watch
yeah.
that shit. I'll be honest with you. I stopped watching X-Files after Mulder comes back because everything else is like usually not good. And a lot of it is this conspiracy episodes that get boring. Like the best episodes are the one-offs when Mulder and Scully go to some random town and there's some weird shit happening. The worst, I think the most boring episodes is like the 3-parters that are like, the government is hiding something. Oh, well, actually, no. I think those were handled better in the earlier seasons and got more
that's what I'm
and
getting
more
at.
like ridiculous and boring as the seasons went on. And then it's like after a while, it's like when that stuff happens, it's like, Scully, are you fucking kidding me right now that you still think that like the government doesn't like fucking like hide shit? Like, what are you talking about? Like, Scully, you just found out that pretty much everything that you thought was a lie. Why are you still doubting him?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how many times does fucking Mulder have to get kidnapped for you to realize something's weird going on?
It's like in
Sculder and Moldy.
It's like in
Sculder and Moldy.
It's like in the new Indiana Jones movie in the trailer when he's like, I don't believe in these things or whatever. It's like, well, how many things have to happen for you to believe in this shit, Indiana Jones?
Yeah, well, like, wasn't that the whole point of Temple of Doom, is that you did believe after that? Like, that was a prequel to Raiders and Last Crusade.
Yeah,
and it's like that's how Indy started believing. He stopped going after fortune and gold or whatever the fuck.
He refuses.
Fortune and glory.
He refuses to believe it. He refuses.
Temple of Doom's the best movie. By
To
the
give
way.
you an idea of the kitchen, like, dude, we're talking about kitchens. Look at this kitchen. This was our old kitchen. This is it. Like, see the dog's ass sticking out in the kids on the right? There's the sink, and to the left of them is the stove. Like, it's just this tiny little hall. It's all right. It's a nice little kitchen. It's not like a tiny apartment, but it's a tiny kitchen. That's a tiny little thing. You turn left, there's the sink. You turn right, there's the stove. That's all you got, and you walk to the next room, and it's a tiny little kitchen. There it is. So when we moved in here, it was like to me, this.
And that was Gavin?
That was Gavin, yeah.
Holy crap, bro.
And then here's the two of them again in the new kitchen. Like, this is the new kitchen. But that like there's much more space, in the new kitchen. There's lots of cabinets and space. It's a whole different thing. Oh my God, Ramon was like, "Oh, I gotta go. Hooker's beating me." I didn't.
Hooker.
Jackson asked if I could read my. I didn't read my list ever. I know. My bad. I thought I put it up on screen, but okay. I didn't list it in any order because I don't know yet. This is too hard for me. But I got Cheers, Seinfeld, Home Improvement, Fresh Prince, All in the Family, Three's Company, and Married with Children. That's a rough list. And I love Family Matters, and there was several other shows that I loved. Full House, I love Full House, but in the end, I'm thinking of like at the time I loved those things, and nowadays I can watch them as well. But and recently, dude, I've been watching Boy Meets World a lot because Girl Meets World came out a few years back, and my daughter loves Girl Meets World now, and she watches it all the time, and she'll even watch Boy Meets World too. But she's obviously more into the new one, the Girl Meets World. So. I don't know. I've been enjoying that recently, but it's hard. It's hard.
You know what I've been watching a lot of clips of this show that I don't even think I ever caught one episode of it, but it's like called Rock or Rocco or some shit, and it's like one of these like like black like drama sitcoms. So it's like it's a sitcom, but like a lot of like intense drama takes place in it, and it's like really really great like like actually really strong acting performances and like really good dialogue, and then every once in a while there's just like some like dumb joke, and then you hear like the canned laughter like it's like, oh my God, I forgot I was watching a sitcom. I thought I was like watching a fucking like Emmy-winning drama.
Yeah, it seemed really dark or dramatic. Now it's funny.
Yeah, no, it's like this. There's like this whole arc of this guy going against like this drug dealer who like is like the local drug dealer in town, and the more and more you see this drug dealer, like the more and more this guy's life is like falling apart. Like he's been shot, he like loses his voice, he walks with a cane, and like he sort of has like an almost redemption arc. And it's like I never watched this fucking show ever, but then I saw like it was like an hour-and-a-half video, like the war between Rocco and this guy, and I was like, this seems fascinating, and then I got hooked on it. It's so weird. I have to find what this show is called. It's like Rocco.
I think dude, I think that I started to really love those shows where there's like a major star. and he's always in like shenanigans, and it starts off, usually it starts off like, you know, he's in a bad situation, and every episode is like he's a fuck up, or like do you know what I mean? So like Californication, Rescue Me, and I like Walter Blunt Talk, the one with Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen any of those.
Oh my God. So like I think they're all similar. It's like every episode is like, it's just crazy shit and funny. So I would take those onto an island with me. I love Rescue Me. I love Californication. And I actually love Walter Blunt, the Blunt Talk with Patrick Stewart. It's so fucking funny to me. It's only 2 seasons. I was so pissed off that it ended. And you know what? If it hadn't ended, we wouldn't have gotten any Picard, because he would have been filming that. So that's kind of weird to think about.
Oh, it's called, the show was called Rock. That's all it was called.
Oh, Rock.
ROC.
Okay. That's probably along the lines of these type of shows too, because I feel like a lot of shows nowadays have that like over the top character situation thing, like he's a writer in LA and this is happening, or he's a police officer here and he's crazy, or like, you know, Nurse Jackie.
This guy was like a garbage man that lived in a low poverty neighborhood, but he was like a good person. You know what? I think sitcom dads, like the best sitcom dads, are usually like the black guys. Like, you ever notice
we talked about that. We did that on the show.
The white guys are always portrayed as like the piece of shit. Like,
we did that on the show.
Idiot,
there's no way you didn't hear
dad.
that on this show. We did that on the show. We like did a whole thing about how the black dads are good and like the white dads are retards.
Oh, I guess I must have missed it.
You did not. No way.
No way.
You had to. No way. You had.
When
to
did that happen? When did that happen?
4 years ago. 5 years ago. We were like,
I don't have every episode engraved in my
dude,
mind.
I'm
Now,
telling
if it was
you,
with Tommy, I probably would.
No, on this show we did like an hour. We did an hour. We did an hour on the best TV dads.
What video?
I don't know, monetize this, something like that. We did an hour on the best TV dads, and I was like, dude, you realize that all the best TV dads are black dads? And I was like, Phil Banks, and meanwhile, Al Bundy's a retard, fucking Archie's a racist, like all these dads are fuck ups, and we came to the conclusion that like it was, except Danny Tanner on Full House. Danny Tanner on Full House is a pretty good white dad. He's TV
also
anchor.
Home Improvement dad's not a bad
Yeah,
guy.
Tim
He's
Allen.
just, like, stupid.
Yeah, you're right. I think people pointed that out later, but for like an hour, I was going with the narrative of, oh my God, the white dads are idiots. But no, yeah, Phil Banks is one of the best, and he's not really his dad, but he's a TV dad. And Carl Winslow and Phil Banks, I think, were the top guys that we picked. And then we forgot Danny Tanner. I mean, his wife died, and he had to raise the kids kind of by him. He was a good dad. There's a lot of good ones back in the day. Like someone said, "Welcome Back, Kotter," and like Silver Spoons and Family Ties. The dad on Family Ties, I think, was pretty all right.
Yeah. No, yeah. I really do kind of like Family Ties. Pluto has like a whole fucking channel dedicated to Family Ties and Rules of Engagement.
Right. Yeah. No,
such random ass shows. But yeah, Family Ties now, like anytime you see it, it's literally just to go watch Michael J. Fox. Like,
yeah,
I want to go see Michael J.
like.
Fox in something.
Let's see him. Let's see what he looks like when he's not shaking. Yeah, that's right.
Dude, he really could have been. I mean, he was something. He's in the fucking one of the most famous movies of all time, but it really sucks that his career just ended up getting cut really, really short.
Well,
I was just watching a short of a movie that he was in where he was like playing like this con artist or something. I was like, oh man, that's kind of similar to like how like Leo plays the guy in Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, the best Michael J. Fox stuff is probably like Back to the Future, Family Ties for me, and then like Frighteners. Like I really like Frighteners. That's a great movie, but
I want to frighten you. In bed with Leah.
Did you never see Frighteners?
No.
Oh my God. That's like you've got to see that.
I did see a movie with Michael Keaton and Christopher Lloyd. They're like, what is it called? The Dream Team or something?
Michael Keaton and Christopher Lloyd. I don't think I've seen that.
I think that's what it was.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was like they're like in like a psychiatric ward or whatever.
And Christopher Lloyd is in.
I could if it's not Christopher Lloyd, it's somebody else. But it was with Michael Keaton. I know that. And then there's another movie that I saw with Chevy Chase called Fletcher.
Yeah.
That didn't make me laugh once.
Fletch?
Yeah, Fletch. I thought that movie was boring and not funny.
Yeah, that's got the old Saturday Night Live 80s. People really like that,
type
though.
humor.
That was but that was a huge movie. Like, Fletch was a big one.
Yeah, well, I mean, SNL wasn't funny in the 70s and 80s, in my opinion, except
You know
for
what?
like if Bill Murray was doing something.
I didn't always love that either. It's funny because that was always looked at as like, oh my God, when what's his face that died, Belushi and all them. But sometimes when I watch that, I watch some of those skits. I mean, I watched them forever. I watched those skits in the 90s from the 70s, and I remember thinking, I don't get it. Like, it was so weird.
Yeah, and well, I mean, back then, humor, like, when did humor like start to actually take place? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where comedy started to develop into the form it was like in the 80s.
I think it's
now, like, it has that sort of like quickness to it, and that just enough edge, but just enough like playing it safe. Like, that you really wouldn't see in a lot of sitcoms that are like in the 50s and 40s, 60s, 70s.
That's the other weird thing is, like, even in the 50s, the humor was so different that it still works in a way. Some of it, it's so weird how it works.
I don't know, like, yeah, like that SNL shit, honestly.
But the
I'm trying to
70s,
make an
it didn't.
excuse, but to be quite honest with you, there is stuff that came out in the 60s and 70s that, like, way funnier than
That's what that's what it's so weird. But the 70s is like, some of the stuff in the 70s is like, oh, this is Marvin. He's deaf. And so then every time someone comes in the room and they start talking, they're like, are you listening? And they're like, oh, he's deaf. And then someone else comes in and like they have to keep telling people that he's deaf, and everyone's laughing. And you're like, what?
There was this terrible
is
skit
going
that I
on?
saw. There was this terrible SNL skit that I saw that was from like the 80s with Joe Pesci, or not Joe Pesci, Joe Piscopo, which is probably like one of the worst eras for the show.
Why'd you call me?
He sucks.
No, yeah, okay. I got you.
Joe Piscopo, you almost want to love him just because of how much he's so cringe and such a hack. But he was like, they were doing this skit where, you know, The Equator?
Yeah.
That magazine that's like a bunch of fucking fake trash articles. Well, it was like,
oh,
they
okay.
were
I thought you
working
meant
at
the Earth's equator. I'm like, I know
headquarters.
where that is. Yeah, in the middle of the Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they were working at that, like, the headquarters of the Equator and like the editing room, and they're like, we got to make some you know, what the fuck, headlines. We need headlines. And then they're like, yeah, we found a lady and she became a bird. And it was like, that was the type of humor. So they just kept saying crazier and crazier headlines, but like there was no real punchline or joke. It was just them being like, yeah, we found a poop shoe on the scoot. Like, isn't it funny? That's a crazy headline. That would be too crazy to happen.
But even that, like, dude, oh my God, I would take any of the old 70s, 80s SNL, any of that stuff over whatever the fuck. Like 2000, I want to say like 2005.
Really, I wouldn't take it at all. I would take today's SNL over that, because at least today's SNL, you have 5 skits that are just terrible and unfunny, and then you have like one skit that's like, okay, that actually did kind of make me laugh. Like SNL, still to this day, I might want to shit on it a lot, and it does have a lot of shitty skits, but there is always usually one skit that I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like, I kind of liked it. Like Shane Gillis, you know, I saw his.
Well, now that he's allowed on the show.
Yeah, now that he's allowed on the show, and does exactly the same stuff that he got fired for, but you know, he still has to like.
He was only on the show for, I think he was only on the show a week or two, and before he even entered the show, he got fired.
Yeah, because he got fired because of some joke he made about like Asians. But yeah, I just think it's funny though that he has to like do the pretend appealing to them by like making like a joke about Trump. He has to like call him like a 5-year-old. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the whole reason why he got famous is because of that joke that he made about like loving Trump, and be like, yeah, I fucking love Trump. I love his way he debates. And now he's got to like shit on him on
Yeah,
for
did you?
SNL.
I had trouble watching him the other day because I was like, I want to laugh, and I love this. I think this guy's really funny on the roast show that they do or whatever, or his own channel and everything. But watching him on SNL, I felt weird. It felt bizarre.
Yeah, it's almost like when you see Bill Burr on SNL, and you're just like, oh,
yeah, but like,
not gonna be Bill
dude,
Burr.
when Bill Burr's on SNL and when Chappelle's on SNL, I think that's when SNL all of a sudden is funny. It's like when The Rock,
No, you know
when The
what?
Rock
I don't
comes
like
back to
that shit because
WWE.
it's two guys, especially Chappelle. When Chappelle goes on to SNL, it feels like he becomes. It's so weird because it's like the whole thing that he does outside of SNL is like being like the guy who's like, oh yeah, we got to talk about the alphabet people, stuff like that. But then when he gets on SNL, it's just like, hey, this country's kind of racist. That's all I'm saying. Like,
well,
so I don't know. It's almost like they get these edgy comedians on, and the edgy comedians know it's like, okay, well, I need to go on SNL and
they
this will be
write
good
for them.
clout, so I got to make some jokes about
because,
racism
because
and
they
Trump.
write, they usually write for them. So it's like they're coming on the show and they're being told, here's the skit we're doing with you, and they just do what is written for them. Usually, I mean, they might have some ideas and get to put some input in, but for the most part, you know, the idea is that, hey, we've written all these skits for you. Hey, tell us what you think you like, you know, and then what do you want to do? You know, I don't think it's like, you write everything.
I find SNL to sort of be an outdated, like skit type comedy to kind of be like outdated. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can always still do it. I'm not saying you can't do skits anymore, but
I feel like they've gotten a little bit better. I want to say, and I usually shit on SNL. SNL's been dead to me forever. I haven't liked SNL since after, I'd say 05. After 05, I gave zero shits about SNL, but
I like that.
There's been a few good ones.
Who's that Beck guy? Who's
Beck?
on it? Like, I forget his name. It's like something Beck.
I don't know who that is.
I think he's pretty funny.
I just remember the Asian guy who's like, things have been pretty hard in this country for Asian people since forever. Yeah,
what?
okay. The highest test scores and the highest income ratio. Like, stupid? Like, so, like, that guy, the woke fucking idiot. Like, that guy, that shit drives me nuts, and that's why I
what
wouldn't
shit
watch
did
it.
that guy? And what I hate about that is like we like, you know, that guy never once faced any sort of like oppression in his life because he's a fucking rich liberal who lives in New York, went to some fucking liberal arts school. Like, this guy is talking about like racism as if he has to deal with it on a daily basis, and it's like obstructed his life, and it's finally we're addressing something that my people, I have gone through. It's like, you have never gone through that in your life, and if you had, it was like one interaction that really you probably it's like people getting like, I hate Shawn Michaels and Triple H because they were mean to me one time 35 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't buy that whole fucking bullshit. You know, they're taking away our rights. My daughter is not going to have the same rights as me. And that's scary. Where do you live again? Oh, I live in LA. Oh, so they're not taking anything away from you because you live in an extremely liberal state where they vote for abortion. You fucking idiot.
You know what I just thought of? One of my favorite things. It's not even an SNL skit. Someone said, like, what's the funniest thing you've seen on there in a while? And I can't even think of anything. But you know what I can think of is the funniest thing I've ever seen in the last 5 years is when Tim Dillon was doing that commercial read on his podcast for Magic Spoon. Yeah. And he said that the official cereal of the police, like lots of dead blacks, and it's an official. Oh my God, bro. And they're a cereal company from Seattle, Washington. And then he's like, yeah, the police love us. It's their favorite police. After they kill people, they eat it. And he just goes,
I like his what's it called? I loved the thing that he did where he was just talking about the Joker, and he was just talking about how terrible the movie was.
Yeah.
And then he was like, it's really crazy that I was in the worst movie of all time.
The worst movie ever. I love it, dude. He just shits on his own movie that he'll never get in another one now. You know?
Well, no, because he's such a background character. he only has one scene where he says anything, but he was apparently on set for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And he's like, yeah, the best lunches, the best breakfasts. Like, you can, like, yeah, dude, imagine how fucking good the food must have been on that piece of shit movie set. Like,
oh my god,
what was the budget? Like
a lot, because
it
the
was
first
a
movie did so
$200
well.
million budget plus
Oh.
the other $200 million that went into advertising.
Yeah,
it's like a $400 million movie.
They had $1 million in catering, probably.
Holy shit!
There's no doubt. Rick Shaw says Eddie Murphy when he did Mr. Rogers. No, he didn't do Mr. Rogers. He did Mr. Robinson. Welcome to Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. Somebody's at the door again. Oh, looks like my landlord left me a letter. It's an eviction notice. Oh my God. Oh, he goes, Santa left me a present. It's an eviction notice. I love Mr. Robinson's
I'll be
neighborhood.
honest with you with Eddie Murphy. I don't find his stand-up like raw. I didn't find it to be very funny.
I think it was. I think part of what made it really crazy back then was the fact that it was so vulgar, like a lot of it.
Yeah, it's like when my mom showed it to me, I had to do some pity laughs. Like I felt really bad because I just wasn't laughing because a lot of it was just him being like "fucking faggot." Don't come if you're a faggot, that's cool. Just don't come up to me if you're a faggot. You know?
Yeah, it's like
that's all I'm saying.
It's
faggot.
You would prefer like Richard Pryor then. Like it's like you would probably like Richard Pryor. You wouldn't like Eddie Murphy then.
Well, I'm very like weird with my stand up. Like I almost sometimes I find certain comedians funny and other times I'm like, ugh, whatever.
Yeah.
Like George Carlin, I sometimes laugh at his stand up and then other times I'm like, it's just old man yelling about like how the world is stupid.
George Carlin, George Carlin's my favorite comedian ever, but George Carlin has multiple different versions of himself. He's got he's got the hippie version of himself. He's got the radio guy who just became a stand-up guy, who's basically like a television host stand-up guy. Then he's got the 70s hippie George Carlin. Then he's got the cutesy hippie in the late 70s, early 80s Carlin. And then he starts to get into what I would call angry Carlin, like around the late 80s.
I don't know. I don't think I'm a fan of angry Carlin.
I like angry Carlin. That's the one I fell in love
I don't know.
with,
I don't like when stand-ups become like rants about society and then people will just be like, this guy wasn't just a comedian. He was a philosopher, and I hate that shit. Like when you start, and it happens to so many comedians where they stop just telling jokes and they try to like make it into more of something. Like someone did a great trashing of Louis C.K. where it's like Louis C.K. was a really funny comedian, and then eventually he turned into Louis the Great, where he started talking about things like he was like a fucking
anything.
Just like
he could do a thing on toenails. He could
pretentious snob.
He could do 10 minutes on how you cut your toenails, how it means about you or whatever.
Yeah,
and you're like, okay,
it's just like that type of stuff where like some comedians and like now they got to like make something about society or say something. Hey, what's the statement about society?
Yeah, but George always did that. George Carlin is a mix of like, I would say George is a mix of like amazing delivery, clever, and like truth. So he always takes a little bit of truth into it, and it sounds like.
And then he also did that like rap thing too, where he was like, "I'm a bona fide stud who's got a little bit of mud in his shoes, and he's got a rid of woo." And
oh, you talking about "It's Bad for You"? His last stand-up.
Yeah,
that was his last one. He said, "I'm a rude dude, crude, trapping dude, in the boob tube." He writes this whole thing. Well, so George liked to write. So I think as he got older, his that reads more like a kind of like a rhyme, like a, what do you call it? Like a rap or like a rhyme, or like he had these little raps that he would write. And I don't know. He gets real dad-like in some of his stuff, but then he also is really crass and cute. And that's
I think what I really like about comedians like Norm Macdonald is that Norm was always trying to find a way to like make people laugh and be positive with his humor. Like Norm was never like, I don't know, man. Norm would always be like, I don't know, man. What are you talking about, man? Whatever that commie gobbledygook You gotta stop listening to Bill Maher, man. Like, he would just like if anybody got a little too like serious or heavy, he'd just be like, "Yeah, man, that's fucking." I don't know, man. Like, why don't you keep it positive? Like, we're supposed to be making people laugh right now.
I like the
So
shit.
I always
Hey.
liked that about Norm, was that he would always try to find a way to keep people's spirits up. Like, he never felt like he was lecturing you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean,
he could though, because he was very smart.
He wouldn't do anything like that, though. He would always be very, like, standoffish when he's delivering comedy. Yeah, George Carlin kind of yelled, but it wasn't like he was yelling. But he sounded angry. Like, it's funny. But in the 70s, he didn't. He sounded more like hippie. It's more like hippie.
Fuck you.
The weather's
Fucking hate
cold.
you.
The weather's
You're fucking stupid. You're Republican. Fucking die.
No, George didn't made fun of the liberals and the
No, but that's what
Republicans.
Reddit has turned him into.
Oh, it's all fake. George Carlin now would be. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. When people say, "Oh, he would be a Republican now," no, he wouldn't, and he wouldn't be a Democrat either. He'd be somewhere in the middle, for sure. I think he would fall to the left, but he really wasn't an idiot. Like, he made fun of both sides, and it's funny the way he does it because
He'd be one of those comedians be like, now listen, I might be trashing the liberals, but Republicans, you ain't getting off easy. You know, the guy who has to go after both sides.
No, he would never
so
talk
nobody
like that.
kills him.
Someone talks like that, I'm walking out of the room. Like, but you ain't
ever
getting
see
off
the,
easy. I'm out of here. Fuck that. When I like the one where he's like, I think he's up smiling down at us.
I'm getting that from when Opie and Anthony and Patrice, they like watched this like hack stand up that was getting like massive reactions. He was getting these insane reactions, and it was like Patrice and them were like studying it like it was like for school, and they're like, see what he's doing right here? Because his joke was like, he goes after black people for like 10 minutes, but then he's like, now white people, you ain't getting off easy. And then he just goes after like Mountain Dew and NASCAR. And it's like, Patrice is like, yeah, so it's so funny. Like, he'll say all like the funny, scathing, like really mean, scathing shit about the black people. And then white people, you ain't getting off easy, to make himself seem like he's doing it like it's fair. But then all he goes after them for is like superficial shit. Like, black people, stop killing each other and being loud and rude and disruptive, but white people, man, NASCAR is cringe, man. It's really, I always like seeing that, like seeing like really top of their game like comedians analyze things with like a level of insight that you wouldn't be able to have as someone who isn't a comedian. So it's always great. Like, I do Patrice O'Neal and fucking Jim Norton and Colin Quinn are probably my favorite. Like, in terms of people who've made me laugh the most, I'd say it's them.
George Carlin would not say he's one of the ones moving out of the country. George Carlin would make.
Like, why would I move? I got a house or something.
Dude, George Carlin would say, "Why would I move? I got a front row seat to this shit. I want to see people dying and people angry and crying. I hate Trump and I'll stab you in the eye." Fuck, he's not moving. Trump, no way. George Carlin would move.
I do like Brian Regan. I think he's funny as hell.
There's no way. That is crazy to say.
Brian
that.
Regan?
No, what Zeke said about George Carlin is crazy. George Carlin would be making fun of these people. He'd be like, "Would you shut the fuck already? I'm moving if he wins. Fuck you." Like, how about you shoot yourself in the head instead? How about that? That's what he would say. I hope you shoot yourself in the fucking head if he loses.
It's weird that like
let's up the ante a little bit.
Would do this. This person would do this if he was still alive. Like, we don't know. Like, everybody says, like, man, you already know Patrice would have been on Trump's. He would have been voting for Trump if he was still alive. Like, you don't know that. You
really don't know that. And I don't know. And I do think that George would have fallen a little bit left probably, but I don't think that he would never. I don't think he would have liked Trump, but I think he would have also said the left is fucked. And they're so fucked they elected this guy. That's what I think he would have said. Kind of like how what Bill Maher is saying. I think George and Bill Maher have always been very close.
On Bill Maher,
so,
I hate everything. I'm a douche.
I don't have kids because I'm a selfish prick. You know. But he knows that. But at least he knows that.
Because It's a selfish thing to have kids.
Andrew Dice Clay was wild. Hey! Hickory dickory dock! Fuck this country up the ass! Nah, fucking,
With my cock, my
with
big greasy cock!
Greasy cock! Look at that heifer in the front row! Hi, you fucking pig! I don't know. He was
You
fucking
like Bob
great.
Kelly?
I can't picture Bob Kelly. Why can't I picture Bob Kelly?
He was on Opie and Anthony a lot too. He was in the
Oh,
cellar.
yeah. I don't really know too much about him, though. I mean, he always gave me a
I
creepy,
find
pedophile
every
vibe.
comedian, honestly, to be funnier when they were on that show.
Yeah, well-
when they were on that show, they were all hitting on levels that, like, they just don't hit anymore. And it's because everybody's just now, like, old and tired and, like, hey, I don't want to say anything too crazy or I might get in trouble. And it's just so funny that you can listen to a show, like a radio show from, like, only, like, 2007, 2008, and they're saying things that, like, would ruin people's careers now.
Right.
And you know, I know people say that all the time, like, you couldn't get away with that anymore. But you really couldn't get away with that anymore. Like, they would be going after some retard for like 20 minutes, calling him like a disgusting, filthy retard.
Well, you know what,
and then,
though?
like, having him like come into the studio and off.
Have you seen this guy? I keep getting these shorts from a guy, and you might have seen this guy, and I don't know who he is. It's almost like he does comedy shows to bang women. He's really funny, and like it seems like he improvs a ton. And he's like a young dude. He's like looks like he's 27 years old or something, or 25.
What's
or
his name? Nick Mullen or
he's
something?
like this young, good-looking dude, and he's just like he looks like he's a Backstreet Boy, but he's doing comedy, and he roasts people in the crowd. He's like, so you came to the show and you're a midget. That's cool. Like, and you decided to get a seat all the way in the back, and like, oh, I couldn't afford a better seat. I was like, yeah, well, and God couldn't afford to make you normal size either, you know. And he just like rattles these mean, but everybody laughs at it, and he likes mean to women, but the women want to bang him seemingly, and he's just cutesy weird. He's almost like the new Dane Cook or something, but all his shorts are always him riffing on the crowd. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? It's so weird, but like he says some things that are like, whoa, like if
Ed O'Neill, Matt Rife,
Ed O'Neill, like Married with Children, Ed O'Neill. That's the guy from that's Ed O'Neill from Married with Children. Matt Rife, it's Matt Rife. That's the kid. That's the guy. That's him, Matt Rife. Yep, that's him. I've seen him. It's like
doesn't he do a show with what's his name? The guy that we were talking about earlier, Shane Gillis.
Oh, maybe he does, but I just know that he's always
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Tons of shorts. There's like hundreds of shorts of him.
Else.
And he's always roasting the crowd. And it's just that's all his shorts are is him fucking with the crowd and being funny. And like he's fucking with women and like just everybody. It's like I don't see him doing a lot of jokes that he's prepared. It's more of him making jokes about the crowd, interacting with them. It's like all I see about him. But I'm
watching him right now.
It's pretty funny. Like he's pretty funny, but he says some things that are like, "Wow, you should be canceled, but maybe you're too cute to be canceled," you know. And I just say you don't have to get canceled if you don't want to get canceled. Like that's the way I've always operated. I don't give a fuck. You want to cancel? I don't give a shit. You can't cancel me because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, someone's gonna book you because that makes money.
Yeah, it's like what. I don't get like, oh, that was wrong of you to say that. Well, fuck yourself. Oh, my nephew has autism. Yeah, my dad died of diabetes. Fuck you. Why is your nephew that has autism more important than my dad who died of diabetes? And they're like, well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you can't make fun of autistic people. I'm like, well, then you can't make fun of cancer patients, and you can't make fun of diabetes, and you can't make fun of this, and you can't make fun of that because you're a little special person whose cause can't be made fun of. See how that doesn't make sense? Go fuck yourself. Like that's the way I feel.
Super chat party.
Prayesh Muhamdar.
Only small amount is getting sent. 40 RS is 46 cent.
Yeah, it's only 40 cents. Yeah. Oh, you can't send more than that? That's weird. Like the conversion doesn't work, Prayesh? Oh, that's weird. And you can't use Streamlabs up top? That's crazy. Well, no, I mean, I appreciate it, bro. Either way, it's some money. I'm sorry that's happening to you, though. That sucks. I don't get why they would do that. They don't like India money? Like, what the fuck? One of the biggest countries in the world. Actually, Isn't India the biggest populated country in the world? I think it is. Or
I believe that, or it's China.
It's China or India. You guys are very populated.
China. I mean, Russia is like insanely massive.
Yeah, but
has,
there's
like,
not a lot of people
nothing in
there.
it.
Not a lot of people though. Not even close.
Lots and lots of land. No people.
Yep, India.
No people. You ever notice that? Lots
Not
of
enough
land,
people.
no people. I think I'm the first to notice that.
We could invade them. Really, it's all of. I think Russia is the amount of people in New England and New York, total. I really think that might be.
Well, isn't it just like a lot of mountains and stuff, like snowy mountains?
Yeah. Yep. A lot of snow, a lot of ice, and up north, Serbia.
I mean, and then somewhere like there's like a mountain that Rocky climbed up.
So, by population,
I mean, I know that was all filmed in like Alaska, but
it is India, by the way. It is India. India by a lot, obviously. 1.4 billion in India, 1.4 billion in China, 345 million in America. That's how outnumbered we are. Do you realize that? We're outnumbered. Like, if India and China were to come together, they wouldn't. I mean, India's friends with us, but they're friends with everybody, really, I think. But India, in China,
Pakistan.
they combine for 3 billion people. That's almost half the world. Half the world in India and China. And America is 345 million. And then the next is
then
Indonesia.
we would just make other people help us.
That's true, and maybe true. Russia
How big is Canada? How many people are in Canada?
Not a lot, because let me tell you something. Russia's number 9 on the list. 144 million people in Russia. So there's more than New York and New England, but it's not a lot still. That's only 1/4 or 1/3 of America. So yeah, Canada is.
Now I don't know how other countries work. Do they?
Oh
have
my
states?
God, bro! If Russia's 9 on the list, Canada is 38th.
There's nobody living in
39 million people in Canada.
So let's just face it, bro. If you're from Canada, you're basically from America. Just shut the fuck up and say it.
Let's knock that off. Stop booing.
They should just absorb you at this point.
Just take
You're
'em.
pointless.
Well, that's what Trump said. Let's just do it. We're taking you. Well, actually,
We should just do it.
Shell got really mad at me.
I do like when Trump was like, "Well, hey, listen, in Greenland, if they want to do what they ever wanted to do, we'll let them. It's their choice.
Shell got really,
but we'll get them some way or another." It's almost like, yeah, if they don't want to join, that is fine, but we will have them.
We'll have them at some point. Shell got really mad at me. I posted on Facebook I said, shut the fuck up with booing our anthem already. Like, when are we going to boo their shit for once? And Shell wrote this whole thing. She hates Trump. I did not know that. But she hates Trump. She was like flipping
So what about
out.
Trump? Why are you booing our anthem?
Well, because they're mad at whatever. And I basically was like, well, then whatever. But no, she was mad, bro. She wrote me on Facebook like, fucking, what the fuck, Dan?
You know what? We don't like Trudeau either, but nobody boos when Canada, because Americans can't do that stuff because we have to be super respectful to everybody or else we get called bigots. But when you guys do it to us, it's like, oh, well, clearly this says something about America and not the other country. You know what? How about you all fucking suck? If you're from Canada, you're probably a fucking idiot.
Well, I said that, like, why don't you keep, so you like Trudeau, who shut your bank accounts off, like, and shut people's bank accounts down, and the truckers and the farmers, like, your fucking country's against your own people. So
took away your guns.
I love Canada, but I have tons of friends in Canada, and I'm sure they're mad at us because we are being pricky, but, like, we're being pricky to ourselves, too. We're hurting ourselves right now. It's not just everybody. Dude, we don't know if this is going to be a recession or not, or a temporary recession. We don't know what's going to happen going forward, but we know it's going to be bad for a few more months at least. But I mean, you don't want 2 or 3 quarters of, like, in quarters, I mean money quarters. Like, you don't want 3 in a row of bad. We're going to have a bad Q1. If we have a bad Q2, like, now we're in a actual, like, seemingly recession, but we're doing it to ourselves a little bit because we're trying to reset things. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's gonna hurt. Like, so it's not good. I mean, look at me looking
Yeah,
for.
well, here's the thing, though. It's like, what do you do? What is the alternative to just like do nothing and let it sit, and then basically what Biden did, just do nothing? Well, actually, no, he probably made it even worse.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think
Didn't he get rid of fracking?
Well, it's like, do you want to just kind of like, you know, keep gliding downward slowly in a bad way, or do you want to try to reset this? And if we do, it's going to be a real jogging, you know, jolt. You know, I mean, if Trump is wrong, you're going to know, like I said, by June next year, June 2026, if things didn't get amazing, then you're going to be like, oh shit, none of this worked out right. This is bad. Or we're going to be like, holy shit, he did it. It's going to be one of the two. We'll see what happens. I'm not.
Well, yeah, you never know. But I just think it's stupid to like defend why you're booing our country. You're basically saying that our country, because you don't like some things that the government is doing, fuck them. So you know what? Anytime the fucking Canadian anthem plays, let's just boo it. Because fuck these people. You're fucking little scumbags. You want to boo us, go kill yourselves. Seriously.
Well, I say we should
how
boo them.
How about you
for
stop
the...
fucking sucking off our teat, all right? We get it. You wish you were in the United States, but you're not, so now you're angry at us. Go fuck yourself. Every other country that watches our movies, watches our fucking shows, eats our fucking food that was made in our fucking country, the fucking Reese's Pieces, all that shit that came from our fucking country, go kill yourself. It's ours. You can't have it. If you're gonna fucking boo us like a douchebag, well, we have to kiss your fucking ass every time we see you, because otherwise we get labeled fucking bigots. Go kill yourself, all of you. I'm fucking sick of Canada with the stupid fucking Canada. Hey, You're our bitch. That's what you are. Same with Britain. All these fucking countries that look down on us are our fucking bitch.
Well, and Canada's
all these
used
countries that look
they're
down on
Britain's
us and,
bitch.
like, hey, all the countries in the world think that we're stupid. Yeah, well, they're our bitch. We walk them around on a fucking leash if we could.
Wow.
So fucking sick of it.
I mean, I think you're right, but I think Canada is also owned by Britain, so it's like they're not really their own thing. The Queen or whatever runs,
and Britain is owned by us.
Right? Yeah, well, and then
never
we're all owned.
That. They might
and
want to
guess
pretend
what?
it's not. It's owned
we're
by
all,
us.
and we're
we killed their fucking asses.
But we're run
Every
by
one of you red coats died.
But we're owned by Israel, so it's not. None of it's real.
Exactly. And Israel is owned by
Satan
Moscow.
himself. Satan himself owns Israel. I don't know, bro. Something's up with Israel, though. We do it. That's why the Epstein files aren't going to come out. Israel, Mossad is in charge of that. And then with P. Diddy, I think that was like some kind of he's some kind of FBI informant. So, like, I don't know if they're going to kill P. Diddy or if P. Diddy is going to get away with it. I don't know what's going to happen, but he's definitely an informant for somebody. But is Epstein an informant for Mossad and Israel, and is P. Diddy an informant for the FBI? I'm not really sure, but like something's up. We're never going to get any answers because somebody.
Well, it's a good thing that we'll probably never ever have the answer, and kind of like the Gene Hackman stuff. I was watching Red Letter Media's video, and they were talking about how it's like it's so crazy. You live a really long life. You have a great acting career, and then you die in this like mysterious, like sort of legendary way that will be talked about for years and years and years. Like a very
Whoa, praise Mumdar.
Happy to share with you, Joe and JCS Army, that my music-directed movie premiere shows went houseful, Joe. I am overwhelmed with pure joy.
Wow, bro, I got to go check. Is that on your channel so I can go see that, or is that on your Instagram? Because I'd like to take a look at it at some point. You probably have video.
Now that's $100 Indian.
Yeah, no, that's $5. I think that's $5 maybe. Prayesh Muhamdar experience, baby. No, he does like a lot of editing and directing, like film and movie things over there, and he's got a whole thing. Like Prayesh has got some shit going on. I don't know if you especially on his Instagram, I've seen some of the stuff he does. Pretty fucking crazy.
Prayesh.
Prayesh,
my son Prayesh is so good at what he does. It is insane. My son Prayesh He is one of the best musicians in history. In history, my friend.
Yeah, he does a lot of music video stuff.
Wow, this guy listens to us. He seems like a nice person.
Yeah, Prayesh is no, he's a good dude. He's really good. Like he's really good. Like it's not even. I'm serious. Like I'm not kidding.
I want to give you a hug, Prayesh.
Yeah, man. If he ever he did both of his premiere shows sold out, full house, and he actually wrote what he wrote in the donation on his Instagram. He wrote what he wrote on the Instagram. Hey man, that's fucking awesome. I saw this on Instagram. That's crazy. Congrats, my friend.
Hey, I just want to say, improv humor is gay.
Oh.
I'm just saying because I get recommended this channel all of the time. What is it called? Make Some Noise. I don't know what it's like, some sort of improv game show almost, where they get 3 people on a panel and they like give them a prompt like, oh, the white Power Ranger realizes that his name sounds a little weird, and we got to have that like improv about like how it's racist or something, and it's just like the most fucking forced humor. I like literally improv humor. If you're an improv comedian, you probably aren't funny. Like, I'm going to just say that. Like, improv is so, let's think of the bit. Let's think of the bit. What bit can we make out of this? Instead of like, what's something funny that we can make out of this situation? What's a funny joke to say? Or like, what's something I can do right here that'd be funny? It's just like, what's the scene? What's the scene that we're doing? Give me something. A banana. Maybe I'm a banana seller. Like, it's just
you didn't like Whose Line Is It Anyway then, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I find that show, but at least that shows with like competent actors.
Those guys were good
in other stuff that are like, like this fucking improv show that always gets recommended to me, and it's always in all my shorts. Just like a bunch of like fucking unfunny like millennial.
Well, I think that's the problem.
people.
Is the people. It's improv is. I love improv, but like I don't know. Whatever you're seeing is obviously terrible. I've always seen. I mean, improv can go either way. That's the problem.
Improv as a concept can be very funny, but most of the times that I see it practice is by like the cringiest people, by like millennial hipsters or like drama kids. You know?
Yeah, well, no, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Drama
because
theater class kids.
Because all of those kids have to take that class. So what happens is they all can do it. Because it's improv, you kind of all can do it. It's a really important introductory thing in acting. And that's the other problem, is sometimes it's actors doing it and sometimes it's comedians doing it. When you have comedians doing it, it's usually pretty damn good. But if you have actors doing it, it's not as good because they're more like acting and whatever. Like, I'm acting. But like comedians, they have to think of funny things to do in the improv. And when they do that,
like Robin
it's funny.
Williams. Dicko was talking about how Robin Williams would want to haunt me. But
It's
Robin
on
Williams was
Instagram,
like
Joe.
fucking funny.
My movie screened
and,
alongside
like,
Oscar-winning music composer A.R. Rahman's movie.
Wow.
Totally miraculous month February was.
That is wild, bro. That is so cool. I have to go check it out. I mean, I know that if I watch it, it's probably going to need subtitles in English, but I got to go check that out. That's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's probably also on Live Link too, because the fucking baby gets his head chopped off or whatever fucking happens there.
No.
Sorry, that was a little too far, but
I don't think it's I don't think it's like that. I think I've seen it. It's not like that, but that would be amazing. Imagine Prayesh Muhamdar made like murder like things over there, like we chop
the head off and we put it in the box.
Oh my god, that would be so crazy.
Dude, you know what's that great Kali song?
India's my
dude. The fucking Jinder Mahal had a badass Indian song. It was like Indian rap, like
it was great. I think besides Scotland, I think it's Scottish and Indian. like my favorite accents. Like, I'm gonna put your thing in the grind. Give me a pint of green, and I'm gonna put you fucking in the grind. Or get over here, said he, and fucking bish. I'll kill you, said he. Bust your head.
You will smell all of my farts, and you will smile, said he.
And so Scottish, and Indian, favorite accents. 100%.
Yeah.
They couldn't be any more different. They couldn't be any more opposite.
Irish people used to have the best accent, but then they all became like smug wrestling fans.
Dude,
I didn't really like this scene.
Dude, Prayish has like 50. He's got like multiple videos with over 1 million views.
Holy shit!
This is big shit, bro. This is big shit. Like this
Prayish,
shit's
we
wild.
pray to you. We pray to you.
Like some of this shit is wild, man. Like it's crazy. It's unfortunately though, because we're English, we don't understand half the shit.
What are you talking about? I cannot understand anything you are saying to me.
The fuck, dude?
What the fuck are you talking
my
about?
God.
I cannot.
Wasn't that the joke on Simpsons, like Abu or
God.
Abdu or whatever his name was?
Abu.
They were like,
Abu,
why do you speak like that? He's like, I don't know, actually. Like he goes into like a regular voice, like,
oh yeah, he's got like
I
a
don't
deep
know why
voice.
they make me sound like that.
I actually speak like this.
So stupid.
Veer is coming.
How about just get an Indian guy to play him?
Oh damn, Prayish is going off, brother.
On other news, Indian streets are now filled with billboards with Indian Prime Minister hugging Donald Trump.
Really? Wait a minute. Are they digital billboards? Like, yeah, I know that Trump. Yeah. I know that Trump met with the Prime Minister over there a little while ago, because Trump really likes India. Trump, because you know how Trump says bad things about people sometimes. He says a lot of bad things about people. He doesn't. I don't think he ever says anything bad about India. He loves. I love India.
Love India.
Love India.
India. Oh my God. They really do have flying carpets there. I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was just an Aladdin thing. They have it.
I was gonna say that's the wrong country. like what the fuck wrong?
Yeah, whatever. You know what? Yeah. Oh yeah. Like have you been there?
Donald Trump said India is gonna cut tariffs, and India said not yet. So so maybe that could change a little bit. Trump's tariffs tantrums sending economy into recession. Global financial collapses, all these scary stories. Amid Trump's tariff war, how can India safeguard its interests? Donald Trump. Yeah, I mean, I think India obviously, India would like would like the same thing Trump wants. Trump probably wants a lot for us. India wants a lot for India, but India has been mostly fair, but Trump wants more, and India is more like, we don't really want to do that. So, I mean, maybe nothing will change with India because I haven't heard Trump really go after India's. And we're not talking about the country, but we're talking about like the trade and the money. He wants to make everything fair, which is actually fair for us, not for anybody else, which is understandable.
How much were we getting screwed by Mexico again? Like, weren't we paying them like so much?
Yeah, a
lot.
Like
before he came into office.
Yeah, it's basically
even in 2016.
It's like, oh, here's a bunch of brakes, and then we'll buy your cars. And now it's like, here's no more brakes. We're gonna build the cars mostly in our country, and if you don't build the cars in our country, then you won't get any brakes. It's like completely different. It's gone 180.
It's almost like his thinking is, well, they want to fuck us a lot, so why don't we start fucking them and how they like it?
Yeah, I mean, right now the best terms in countries that we're on terms with, it feels like, is like Japan and India, and there's a few others. And Trump was recently going to do something about Japan. He's like, wow, why, Japan, if somebody attacks Japan, we have to help. That's in the contract. But if somebody attacks America, Japan doesn't have to help. And he was like, what's up with that? And he was like losing his mind. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, Trump, I think that was written after World War II, because we were basically like, as part of our sort of penance and apology for nuking them. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, listen,
I don't know. That was a long time ago.
It was.
Things change. Joe.
Things do change.
Things change. You're
a lot of
sounding
things
like a Democrat right now.
A lot of things have changed. But you're right. That's who wrote
block
it.
him.
But that's
block
who wrote
him
it.
on Twitter.
Trump was asking who wrote it and what kind of thing to sign is that, and the answer is that's because it was signed in like 1958. Like there was like it was an agreement because they were dilapidated, and we were like, we'll protect you, and if something happens to us, obviously you don't have to protect us, but so it made sense then. It doesn't make sense now as much, but it was just part of the penance.
Well, didn't he deal with the fires though by turning on the water, or was that like an exaggeration?
Wait, so what are you talking about?
Didn't he deal with the fires in California?
Who?
By turning on the pipeline.
Oh yeah,
that was closed or whatever.
The fires. Yes.
Or was that an
yes?
exaggeration?
He did. He had them all released. Wasn't that right as he was becoming president around then? I just remember that the next week or the next couple of days after the fires in L.A., Trump went out there and had that big town hall with everybody where he basically exposed everything. I remember that. And the mayor was like, we're not going to do that. And he's like, you are going to do
Trump's
that.
like, hey, I'm going to cut my promo. All right.
Dude, he tore that mayor up, and everything he said, he was right. The mayor was like, oh, no, we don't have to do that. He's like, well, that's not what I hear. And the mayor's like, oh, no. Well, don't lie because that's not what they're telling me if that's what happens. And he basically was grilling her about her lying. And then the people in the room were like yelling over to Trump and to her that that's not true and she's lying. And then he's like, see, they're saying you're lying. Like, and I read it this way. And she's like, I promise it won't be. And then it was. So she did lie. It was crazy. But he went out there and was holding people accountable. So that was good. I think every president should do that. Can you imagine that? Like, I've never seen that before where a president sits at the conference and then anytime the politicians were lying or saying things that weren't true, the president was coming in explaining how, well, that's not you're lying.
And you got to listen to him because he's the president.
And then also, if you want to do that, I'll fast track it and getting things done for them immediately. I mean, I've never seen that from anybody, from any president, really. I've seen presidents come in and be like, we're going to take care of it, but that's all they say. I've never seen someone actively be like, oh, this law is this way? Okay, we'll get rid of that. This federal law, they're all lifted. Don't worry about it. Here's your local laws, though, and you've got problems. You need to lift those. And then the people not knowing those laws, and then the president exposing the laws to the people, and then saying it to the mayor, and then getting answers from the mayor in front of the people. That was crazy. I don't care if it's Biden, Obama, Trump, or whatever president you are. Man, all the presidents should do that because it forces the local officials to really answer these questions.
We have to do our jobs. We would have to wake up.
Oh my God! Well,
I'm taking a nap.
Bass is a Cuban, plant. So I mean, she don't care or know what she's doing anyway. She's just put there. But yeah, we love India. We love Japan, and
we love
it.
We
cock.
love Prash.
We love cock. We love Prash.
We want you to be our Moondar.
We really love Z-Pain and Immune though tonight, and I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh my God, yes.
Probably gonna wrap it up. We went way later than expected. We didn't even.
Yeah, this was not a short stream. Guys, remember, if you're going to be donating these big fucking donations, you got to remember that Monetize This 500 is only weeks away. All right. And to really remember, if you want to have a big show, it's a legendary show. Keep the money. Keep the money until 500 because, we don't want to get to another Monetize This, but it's really big for the first hour and then everybody stops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Save your money until then, unless Joe needs it, for an upcoming bill.
Yeah, we might not make it till then. We might not make it to 500 if we do that. But yeah, you're right. No, I know there's a lot of people getting ready for Monetize This 500, and we're only 30 days now away almost because this week is 46, the next week is 47, the next week is 48, 5th is 49. Which, puts the 12th on, so 500 is April 12th, and then the next week is WrestleMania. Bro, be ready to go. And thank you to Immune, and thank you to Z-Pain. Guys, you surprised the shit out of us tonight, so thank you for that.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I can't believe it.
Joe.
Yes, sir.
Joe, do you feel everybody's saying that John Cena is going to, he's gonna have this heel run with the belt or something, then he's gonna lose it back to Cody, and then he's gonna like have a redemption arc, like turn face again. Wouldn't you feel that would just cheapen this whole thing if he just turns face like a few months after turning heel?
You know what I think's
Like
gonna
the most
happen?
anticipated heel turn of all time.
I think he's going to. I think they're going to do what they do at WrestleMania. Maybe he wins the belt, goes on a run for a bit, and then I think, like some people have been saying, his last match will be in Boston at that pay-per-view, and he will then lose to maybe Cody, probably lose the belt back to Cody. But when he loses the belt back to Cody, he'll suddenly, it will be a thing where Cody will be celebrating, and then he'll actually shake his hand, and then Cody will kind of like bow out, roll out of the ring with the title, and then Cena will be left in the ring in Boston, and he will have essentially turned face that night in front of the crowd as they're all cheering for him.
I don't know.
Away.
Maybe it's just because.
Party.
Sorry.
But no run.
Trump sent back hundreds of illegal Indian immigrants to India in chains and handcuffs, Joe.
Oh my God. Oh my God, we tried to get them over there. We almost pulled a fast one on Biden. Fuck. But the Indian prime minister, your president, he was like, damn it, it almost worked. Oh, take them back. Take them back. Like he didn't want to deal with it.
In chains, in handcuffs.
Oh my God. But what's funny why I'm laughing is because as soon as he said that, I did remember the story of that and the planes going over there with them in shackles, and I never really talked about it or got into it.
Like a big ball and chain.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, oh no, I'm going back again.
Oh no, damn it, we just got rid of them. Literally 1.4 billion fucking people here. Oh no.
Oh my God, dude, I'm gonna pass out, dude.
And he's hugging him.
Oh my God.
We got you a little gift. We got you a little gift. You might like this. Get it off the plane. Oh my God, what is it? A car? Is it a plane? Oh. We got them all back for you. We found each and every one.
Oh my God, dude. I'm gonna pass out. Every single one of them. I can't deal with it.
I thought, are we gonna have enough chains? We did.
The only problem was we didn't know if we'd have enough chains.
We have lots of chains.
We got lots of them, though, it turns out.
Lots and lots of chains.
Oh, my God.
People were telling me, I can't believe we have so much chains.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Rick Shaw goes, please tell me they were stoned, and I don't mean weed either.
Oh, my God. Oh, I can't even laugh. I'm like out of breath. I can't even do it. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. I'm gonna pass out.
The Indian ball and chain song.
Oh. They're going back. They're all going back. They're all going all the way back to Presh Muhammadar. Goodbye.
On this. Chinese. That's like Chinese music. That's not Indian.
No, what? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Come on.
This is the Durka music from fucking World Police. Yeah, this shit's fucking going hard, bro.
Yeah. I want a girl to ride me to that. Just get on and just start riding it.
This is some fucking like. It's like the music that would like play to like some app game that you downloaded.
Yeah, it's true. Immune, thank you, bro.
Like Country Raider or something.
Yeah, Country Raider. That's a good one. Hey, thank you guys all for being here so late, man. I definitely stayed up later, but that's okay. This was great. We'll be able to do it all now. Thank you, man. We'll be live for AEW review tomorrow and throughout the week. Be around. We got shorts going up.
I guess we don't really gotta do a podcast because we kind of did one.
Yeah, we're gonna do all this stuff, and oh, look at this. Here they are.
We sent them back. It would have been funny if he made more like the traditional like black and white fucking prison clothes, like a cartoon.
My computer's freezing so much I could barely get the fucking AI to do that. All right, boy. I'll catch you, Ross. Maybe we'll record a little bit tomorrow. Maybe.
All right, man. Holy shit, this was a good show.
Yeah, that was fun. We only did it by ourselves. Look at that. We didn't need anybody else.
Lots of donations tonight.
Didn't need anyone, and Luke is getting paid. Unbelievable. He finally was able to get something.
I'm getting paid. That's all that matters. I'm getting paid.
Getting laid. All right. Good night, brother.
Do you want to lick that lady's armpits with the belts?
No. I like the golden tan,
Do you think
though.
they smell? Do you think they smell bad? I'm just wondering.
Barini. What is it? Barini? Is that the because I love I love all kinds of food, but I really do love Indian. I love Indian food. Love Indian food. Is it
I've never had Indian
Barini
food,
or
like anything
Barini? How do you say it? Oh God, how do you say it? Barini.
It's either Italian, American, or Chinese food that I've had, and Mexican food. But yeah, everything else I don't think I've ever tried. Like food from like fucking Spain or some shit.
Biryani.
Or any Welsh food or something.
I think it's biryani. Is that how you say it though? Prayesh, am I saying that wrong? I love biryani.
Bugs and
Biryani.
fucking skeletons, right? That's what they eat or something, like monkeys. Monkey brains.
Oh boy.
Chilled monkey brains.
That's different, people. Well, no, it's not. Actually, that's India.
That was Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
that was
Indiana Jones in India. I thought it was it was India. It was in some area. Anyway, good night, boy.
That's the best one, by the way. Temple of Doom is the best movie.
My kids tell me that too when we watch them all. They love that one. That was my favorite too when I was little.
That's the best soundtrack of all of them, and it's just the best paced one. Like I could see why they'd say that, because I think as a kid, or even now watching Raiders, I always think that Raiders has a really good opening, like first act, and then there's just like that middle section of the movie that just really starts to drag and kind of get boring, and like like when he's looking for the location of where the ark would be, and with the sun like hitting that like sphere or that staff thing that he has.
Mm-hmm.
I just always thought that part of the movie was like not that interesting. But then that last third act is really fucking cool when he fights the big Nazi and he has the truck chase and stuff. And then a
lot of scenes. It's got like a lot of like scene that's memorable. Here that's memorable.
A lot of scenes where I think with something like Last Crusade, it was like and Temple of Doom, it was a lot more of just it's action adventure, you get to the point and like speed it up kind of, and they were just better paced in movies. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I think Raiders are a little overrated.
John Williams did John Williams did all three movies, right? Like he did
but his score for Temple is just so good.
I feel like Temple is like campier, and for some reason that's better. Because
like that movie's always viewed as the dark one. I'm like, that's like the fun one.
Right, and he's like saving kids and shit. It's like that
shot when the guy gets knocked down and all the kids look over to Indiana Jones, and then like it like pans into him as like the shadow and the light starts to illuminate his face. That's such an iconic shot, and the fucking Temple of Doom song is playing.
Yeah.
The da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
You know, people got like mad that like Harrison Ford and Steven Spielberg didn't help Short Round for his entire career because he had like struggles or something. So then, like when he won his Oscar and like Harrison Ford gave him a hug, people were like, "Well, where was he when he needed him the most?
Yeah.
Where were you when I needed you the most?"
Quite honestly, while I kind of agree with that in some ways, there's like a million other examples of that all over the place because it's not everybody else's job to save you. But in my
Well, why would it be like Harrison Ford? He worked with this kid like one time. Like, yeah, they worked for months and months. But then that kid went on to go and make The Goonies, which is a fucking massive movie in the 80s.
Mhm.
And then he's like, not there. Maybe he didn't have much success after that. But why would that be Harrison Ford's job or Steven Spielberg's job to be like, hey, we got to make sure. Hey, I saw that this guy has been doing anything since The Goonies. You better help him out. Like, no, it's not a fucking. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, do you think your boss sees that you're having a problem, like, in life? And they're like, oh, I want to give him a raise all of a sudden.
Steven Spielberg, the problem is, and listen, I agree in some ways. I get it. You want these people to help people, and it'd be nice. And, I mean, maybe I would a little bit, but maybe I wouldn't because I'd be thinking, I'm making another movie now. That guy's an actor. You're not thinking that you're not worried about every person that ever leaves your movies. Like, where are they going to go? Are they going to continue to be successful? I don't know. You're not thinking about that. You're thinking, I'm making another movie now, and I need to cast someone good, and this is the type of movie, so I'm looking for this type of person. You're not thinking like, oh, I've got to go cast. I could use that Short Round guy again in another movie. I mean, there's some people like that.
He seems like he needs some work.
Yeah.
Like, Joe, do you think your old boss is concerned about, like, what you're doing right now? Like,
no.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. Yeah.
Right. No, because I even
his life shit.
I even sort of reached out like in a way to be like, oh yeah, well the other thing didn't work out, and I'm fucked. But how's things going there? Okay, see you later. They didn't go, well, we'll get you back. They didn't say that. They were probably like, fuck you. That's what you get for leaving. But I mean,
life fell apart.
That's life.
But
Save
no, like
yourself.
Short Round wasn't mad at like the guy who played Short Round, Ki Kwan or whatever his name is, Kiwi. He wasn't upset about it at all. He was telling a story about like how he had seen Harrison Ford after like hadn't seen him in years, and when he finally saw him, like it was this really wholesome moment, and he was super excited. And like so many people are like, well, maybe he should have helped him out years ago when he maybe Harrison Ford should have helped this guy out when he was struggling. Like Harrison Ford doesn't even remember like what he's doing half the time when he's flying a plane.
I can't even take a shit anymore. Like, Harrison.
I sold my soul to Kamala, and I sold
my
this
fucking
shirt.
soul. I sold my fucking soul to
shirt.
Dude, he sold his soul to Disney too. It's like people are surprised what he would do. It's like this guy did, poor Harrison. He's probably not himself anymore. Harrison, the brain's starting to go a bit.
No, like we said before, he got a huge paycheck for that.
Yeah.
So he was just
here's the money.
And he didn't even seem like he was that into it. The only problem I think of that I had with it was that it was like so serious and he's like in a dark room. Like at least Batista, it was cringe as fuck what Batista did, by the way, the punching bag thing where he's like beating up like Trump or whatever. Like that shit was lame, but at least it was like meant for comedy. It wasn't Batista being like in a dark room, be like, our democracy's
on the line,
stripped away.
We won't have a country.
You won't have a country. You won't have someone who can just listen to what you have to say. It's so funny. Like that's what Trump did. He listened to what they had to say and he changed the federal laws, right? Like you just said, and he like called the people out and like actually like made them answer quite. But yeah, the whole notion is that like he's gonna take away your right to ask questions, to think freely. Like he didn't do that when he was the president before, so I don't know why he'd do it now.
Darkness. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Good night, Luke.
Yeah, we've been doing it forever. Love you.
Good night, baby. All right, Luke, you're the man, brother. What a great fucking job tonight by Luke. Unbelievable, man, that Luke jumped on here tonight and we did this long. We were gonna record something for Patreon and for off air, but looks like we just did this live, so that's pretty cool. But there is a member video only that is up. If you didn't see it, 20 minutes, it's up there. It's right up there right now, so check that out if you want. Answered questions and shit. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to Immune, top dog, and then, of course, Z-Pain and Immune combining for Hundies bombs left and right. Immune and Z-Pain, Immune and Z-Pain, Immune and Z-Pain, 100, 5, 100, 6, 100, 100, 100. And Seabass, the Beast, Prayesh Muhamdar, all the way in India. Congrats to him. That's fucking packed house. Another great film. Jay Swiss, Haystacks Monet gifting subs earlier, Caveman Austin, and Chief Wahoo and everybody else, Doomed, who supported tonight and had fun. Thank you, bro. Rojas crushed it. I think most people are actually asleep right now, aren't even here anyway. But when you wake up in the morning, you might hear this. Rick Shaw's awake. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.